Where did we leave things here? Because like, what what was our path after this? We got rid of the gnolls.
Well, we left it as you just finished your kip after slaughtering the gnolls. Those are the ruined cottages.
Weren't we going to go further into the further in and look for the vultures or something?
Yeah. We're trying to get up to the tower. Or was that
No,
another
the
game?
towers. You got to go south and then north again.
Oh.
You can't get to the south. You can't get Silver can, but we can't get to the spire from the bottom.
Oh,
So we've got to go. We have to go south, back to the bit where the compass is on the map, round and then up again, and then so they were on the level to go across the bridge into the spire. But we don't need to go there because there's no reason to go there. We're kind of a thing where we've gone on a self-imposed clear out the gnolls, and then I'm not sure. I don't. I'm missing something obviously, but I don't recall what our next kind of port of thing was. We've gone from clearing out the gnolls to make sure they don't attack our town to now wandering off to clear off everything else.
No. We was headed specifically for the vultures. We saw vultures in the distance to the north, and because they've already attacked us, that's why we would go for them.
What, you think they're part of the group that?
Well, they are giant vultures, and we was attacked by vultures with riders. So wouldn't it make sense to put two and two together?
Are those the dirty birds that are by V1 on the Sign Valley map?
Up directly in the middle north, I think was where we saw them.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
That was to me.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine. That's fine.
Yeah, that was the most sensible one to me. That made sense with us, what we were doing, and why we would continue on to go and get anything.
What, to find out who was it?
Well, to see if there's, because they attacked us randomly. We don't know who they are, why they attacked us, or anything.
Yeah.
So
Dirty Four.
Seeing
the
big
Windy Four. That's it. That's what I called them. The Windy Four. What they called?
But wasn't there something to do with Brad's brother being murdered as well?
Not them. No, that was to do with that was the gnolls. We passed by that area when we was following the gnolls. I don't think they were related.
Do we actually know that information about your brother?
You guys do. I explained it when we was there. I explained
okay.
that my brother was travelling this way.
Is he dead?
We don't know anything about it. I just know he was travelling this direction. But
I'm starting a rumour.
Didn't we get those coins, Brad, from your?
Yeah, it was. It's not a coin. I think it's like I think it's a papery thing. It's a
trading token.
Trading token. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a trade bar.
It's a bar.
It essentially comes from Mirror Bar. It's not actual currency, but it's kind of currency for there.
It's currency in Mirror Bar, wasn't it?
Not specifically the currency there, but it is a currency that's used from there to do a trade.
Amongst merchants, I think.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So effectively, we found
like
some of them.
Of
you found them on that.
Like guild bonds or something.
Yeah, that kind of thing. But we found them. You found them on that wizard, or we found them on that wizard that blew himself up. And then we found the people when we was following the gnolls, some of them were buried. Other than that, we haven't found much else out.
Because really, we should be heading back to town now. We dealt with the gnoll situation, but because of those things attacking us, we're gonna go and have a bit more look into that.
I feel like that makes sense in that. Right now, if we go back and we got attacked by the big vulture things, we go back and we say we got attacked by some vulture things. It doesn't really make any sense. Whereas at least if we go and look and see what these vultures are, if it's just a pack of vultures, it means nothing. But it could be related. We could find some other people that were similar there. I don't know. I can't remember whether they were drow or human.
They were human.
I think they might be human.
But didn't the posh boy from Feathergate Spy, he didn't seem to know anything about them, did he?
No.
So if they're that close, you'd think they would have spotted them.
Yeah, but unless they're hidden in somewhere, unless they're hiding, like the actual people. The big vultures they know are there, but not the people.
Because the vulture boys knew of the Feathergate Spire boys, but the Feathergate Spire boys didn't know of the vulture boys.
They know of the vultures.
Could have been lying.
They know of the vultures, yeah, and they could be lying. But they do know of the vultures, Stuart. They did know of the vultures, but not the
Yeah, the
Not-
posh dude, Henry Fortescue, whatever his name was, they know about the giant vultures. They don't like them. They're like beneath them, sort of thing. They're like a hippogriff riding club. I
found out the hippo. Why the hippo is in hippogriff.
Go on.
Rachel told me. I think it's French or something else. I can't remember where it's from, but hippo essentially means horse.
Well, that's boring.
Hippo in language. The word hippo in a language, one of the languages she's mentioned.
Latin, I reckon.
Yeah, it could well be Latin.
Yeah, it's one of those. She was clever enough to know wherever it was, and I was like, oh, well, that kind of ruins our fun.
Yeah,
But still.
exactly. Why don't just call it fucking horsey griff?
Because I said it in the car. I can't remember why hippogriff came up. Come up in the car for some reason. Maybe Harry Potter or something. I don't know what it was. She explained that to me, and I was like, oh, that's what part we was all missing.
Perhaps you were just babbling feverishly.
Why?
Yeah, it could happen with Brad.
Why is there no hippo in a hippogriff? Tossing and turning in his sleep. Shut up, Bradley.
He got so fed up with your nonsense, she decided to put you out of your misery.
Yeah, read up, spend extensive research, 15 days at a university, got a certificate on why hippogriffs don't contain hippos.
No, I've been frantically drawing loads of pictures like a psycho, sticking them on the walls everywhere and all over the floors. With that. She was like, "No, I've had enough. This is what it means."
Well, I think everyone's in, aren't they? So, yeah, everyone's in.
Yeah.
So you've woken up on a new morning. There was no further disturbances overnight. You had after you cleared out the ruined cottages of the knolls. You wake up to a very early in the morning, a very misty morning. As you know, it takes a little while for the fog and mist to clear in this valley or gorge or whatever you want to call it. So it's still fairly eerie, and your vision is not like 2020 at the moment, but you know it clears later on. But yeah, you've got this eerie fog like rolling around still through the ruined walls of these cottages, and there's just fucking carnage. There's carnage all around, basically, all these slaughtered gnolls, which you dealt with last night. But after that, you had a good night's kip, no further interruptions. All was good, and I think that basically that's where we left it. After your long rest, you're having a bit of breakfast and wondering what you're gonna do next. Every now and then you get a little glimpse through as patches of fog clear. You get a glimpse of the dominant feature of the area, the Feathergale Spire. But apart from that, it's all pretty quiet.
Soylent is secretly pleased to find he's mostly ignored in the fray and giggles out loud.
A wild shape.
Into a hippogriff.
Any particular reason for the wild shape?
So I can hit Soylent.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm reading. I'm reading Div's a calendar entry. It's not. I'm not narrating my own what I'm doing.
Yeah, sniggering to yourself.
Yeah.
I don't think I updated the big fight.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
No.
This is the one for the day before. So
yeah, all I've come up with for other ideas for updating that is Brad being touched on the bottom by Beard. So, that's about as far as I've got.
Div, I just do my usual morning stuff, and I use my first level slot to cast Goodberry and distribute again.
And distribute one, yeah.
Yeah.
Send them round, no problem, Chris.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Where's the calendar, Stu?
Up the top, it's like this, the little 7 icons on their own. It's the second row down. First one is calendar, and the 17th day.
Right, so everyone's got at least one Goodberry again. Their daily bread, as it were.
And I have 3.
You've got 3, Chris. That's correct.
Yeah.
What's in actions? We have it in, don't we? No.
Oh, it looks like I must have rolled for Magic Missile.
Yeah, you did, Stu.
Yeah. Okay, go. He's
Yeah,
right. We have to find some
we're all
vultures.
updated.
Soylent,
Yeah,
are you not concerned about your town in regards to that werewolfy looking creature that Silver spied
Yeah.
as well? Just to remind you,
Yeah, I forgot about
'cause
that.
it is your people.
your people.
I'm
Unofficially.
torn with carrying on and finding these horrible vulture things, or going back to town. But if we go back to town and then we don't know where the big doggy is.
No. And then you've got that goblin thing as well that's hanging around.
There's things everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is at least with the vultures, we can kind of see where they live.
Okay, fine.
We can at least see if they're related.
That's really your decision. Just reminding you.
I like the way Alcara has shifted any blame for anything that's befallen the town. The blame has been shifted onto Stuart
Yeah.
soldiers
I'm certainly not going to feel bad about it.
very firmly.
Yeah. Thanks, Cara, for pointing out that.
You're more than welcome, Simon.
Yeah.
All right, as you've breakfasted and you're beginning to get ready to, making plans for the day, etc. The fog's beginning to clear a little bit more. That there's no birds there's no birds or anything in the sky yet. But the last time you saw the vultures was, north of your position, and they kind of were, flitting between like Feathergale Spire and the eastern wall of the canyon there. So they're not too far away.
So should we just head west and then follow the river round? Or are we going to try and cross the river in a more direct route?
If you do that, you're going to have to cross the river twice.
Yes. Yeah.
It doesn't particularly seem to be like a particularly deep river, or it's quite fast flowing where you are now. But it doesn't seem particularly dangerous. The only place it looked as if it could be dangerous is when it went through that plateau, the Howling Plateau, through the caves there. That's when there was a lot of rocks in the water, a lot of turbulence and white water there. That seems to be the only dangerous place. Otherwise, it doesn't seem, as long as you're a half competent swimmer, it doesn't seem that dangerous.
Half competent with our group doesn't even stack up.
No, exactly.
In half competent in D&D terms, does that mean having at least +1?
No, that means being able to roll dice without being like a monk. Because otherwise, I'd easily be a good swimmer. But in this game, I'm not. I don't think I'm so happy with that idea.
You struggle to swim or stay afloat in treacherous currents, storm-tossed waves, or areas of thick seaweed.
Watch out for the seaweed.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So, no is the answer because I've got 0 in that.
I've got like +5 or 6, I think. So I'd be fine. But again, it's this game.
I stand near
This party.
As you hang about, there's like a haunting, piercing cry from to the south. And as you look around, you see a large shape launch itself from the eastern canyon wall and start flying. Start flying. No, it's not from. That doesn't look from the direction from where the Manticore is. It's where Henry told you the Griffins were.
Oh, okay.
You see a large shape like launch itself from
right.
very high up, in the canyon wall, and then starts. It doesn't come anywhere near you. It just starts leisurely, like gaining height and heading east, flying directly across the valley. But it doesn't seem to be bothering you. Doesn't seem interested in you.
So we don't need to point and say he's here.
I'm sure if you made enough noise and attracted attention to yourself, it could be
Yeah.
it could be persuaded to come and attack you.
I've already hidden behind hazes.
Don't like birds.
Depends what outfit you're on today, mate.
Flying things bring me out in hives.
I'll remember that.
Oh no, not you. Right, come on. Let's trot off.
Yeah, I think we should carry on.
Let's go.
We're going to trot off towards V4, but we're following the river, going in between where it's green, a little bit of green.
Yeah, there's like I said, this area is more like badlands and like arid dry lands rather than the hills and the grasslands that you've been so used to travelling around this area. But on the banks of the river, obviously, you know, there's it's just quite pleasant. There's quite a lot of foliage, trees and bushes and shit, or just on the banks of the river. But you know, after that, it becomes very open and dry and arid. So you're taking a long way round. You know, you just pack up. Yes, thank you for that lovely line, Stu. That's a splendid route.
Here it is in Sesame Street value.
That's the route we're taking, apparently.
Well, that's one route.
That's
the route we're going.
All right.
Do we not need to go? I reckon we go. No, that's right.
Go on.
We'll take that route. No, that's cool.
No, draw.
Draw.
Come on, lady,
Well, anyway,
draw.
I was just going to say whether you wanted to go up near there, at least sort of go up so we're beneath Feathergate Spire, so we can have a look at it.
By the little canyon to the left instead.
That's back.
Yeah, you've kind of been told that it looks impassable. That area, it looks unclimbable.
Like that, yeah.
But yeah, it might be worth just getting close to the base to
All right, we'll do that instead then.
Yeah, but like, it certainly looks that way. And Henry told you there's no way up from down there. But you know, you might as well have a look.
But the vulture guy said they were from the spire. Don't mean they have to be from the actual spire. They could be from underneath the spire.
Yeah, no, let's go that way then, because then that way, if they've got campments or anything weird like that, we might see.
We might be able to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably more information gathering than following a nice jaunty walk along the riverside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the riverside is certainly more pleasant, but yeah, okay.
The moody one wants to go the horrible way.
Yeah, no, he wants to go underneath. You know, he wants to make it difficult for everyone. Right.
I want to make sure. Moody, that's not me.
I think Bradley's aiming that at me, mate.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna say. We go underneath the bridge, and then the fucking flying things can't get us from above.
That bridge is.
I was gonna say, I imagine it's a few
400
100
feet in the sky.
I'm probably only about 5 foot across.
Gives the illusion of cover.
Oh
dear.
Excuse me. Right, you head round the bend of the Lost River towards the western side of the canyon and start trudging towards Feathergale Spire. The closer you get, the more convinced. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be any way up from the south side at all. Closer up you get, it really is impressive. This huge buttress of rock, just
natural,
piling out from the canyon floor, towering above you, hundreds of feet, and then this white, like a white needle from the distance. This white needle of the tower on top of it. Really, really impressive. But you're getting closer. You reckon you could maybe get up, you know, a little of a quarter of the way. Just it is an easy climb, or you can walk up some of it. It isn't a sheer climb right from the beginning. You kind of make your way up to a rock face, and then it's an easy climb. But the last 300 feet or so, it's a climb, and you lot don't reckon you're really that qualified for it. Although, you know, you can have a go if you wish.
That's a big no from me.
I've got no interest in that.
Just,
No, I'm
nope.
Yeah. So
Sure.
you lot as you're walking under that point where you see like the bridge is. It's not actually a bridge at the moment. As you're approaching it, there's nothing there. It's as if the tower is completely cut off from all the surrounding area. You're like craning your necks up, like fucking trying to see anything that's going on up there. You've begun to hear some the cries of vultures in the distance as well. You haven't actually seen any in the air yet, but you can certainly hear them. As you're passing underneath, looking upwards, you see like a drawbridge lower, far above your heads, and it's like you can hear the faint sound of it coming down and a thud as it hits the other side. Obviously, from your position, you can't see what's going on up there, what's coming out or anything like that. But after a few minutes, as you continue making your way around there, it raises this drawbridge raises again and cuts the tower off from all its surrounding areas. As you come around from the north, again, very impressive, but even from around here, there doesn't appear to be any easy way up. It looks cut off from all areas. Obviously, Silver, if Silver wants to get in the air and have a closer look, she can. But from where you are, it looks like it's going to be a bastard climb, hell of a climb.
I'm assuming that we don't see any caves or entrances or anything like that down here.
You've been
Along
not
the
so
west
far,
side of the wall.
You've gone along, yeah. You've approached from the south. You had a pretty good look at the area as you're coming from the south. Now you've gone through like the west side, through that little gap, that little, as it were, and you're coming round to you're coming round the northern part now. There's been no sign of any sort of natural chimneys or caves, caverns in the buttress at all. It's all fairly featureless.
Div, does the map kind of go like that, or does it go on further upwards? So like the edge.
Okay, so as you go through the beneath the drawbridge, as it were, it quickly narrows, but it goes a bit further than what you've done, Stu. It heads off the map to the north, as it were, but you can see that it fairly quickly narrows and then just becomes completely enclosed. So there's, high walls, to the north. So there is an end to this thing.
Is it worth?
But it's not like you can, because you've come in from the south where it was easy to come in, and the walls of this canyon were low and then gradually got higher. To the north there, it's all high. Okay. It's going to be, you can't just walk out of this thing to the north. It's going to be a climb out as well.
Should we hug the walls going round? Follow it round?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
I would have said just go straight across to it.
But we could look out for caves and stuff and hidey holes.
Yeah.
As you're saying that, Stu, like Stu's been looking out to the north, and it's like he's holding his hands over his eyes through the sun, just like looking up to the north. The rest of you, as you're coming round, sort of like the northeastern side of the spire, the sounds of the vulture cries certainly, like they're getting quite louder and clearer, and actually suddenly not far away from where you are, very close to the base, the eastern base of the buttress of the spire, you see a couple of large shapes, these huge shapes. Suddenly there's a great squawk and they launch into the air and head eastwards. Definitely look like giant vultures to you, really close by the spire.
Should we check where they were, just in case they've got some sort of cave under the spire?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. I was just about to say that myself.
Yeah.
Go to where they were.
Hiding in plain sight.
All right, okay.
So you're saying the Windy Four might have a club inside the Feathergate Spire?
Yeah,
First floor
possibly.
club.
Basement club.
Oh.
Yeah, basement club.
There's a club for the gentlemen, a club for the peasants.
The ruffians.
Well, Kev's been mashing potatoes and now stuffing his face with them.
Oh yeah, you got that right.
Right. As you start heading like southwards on the eastern side of the spire, there's definitely sounds like there's a fair amount of birdie noise, for lack of a better description. There's a lot of squawking, loud squawking. Doesn't just sound like one sort of bird. It sounds like a mixture of them, and you actually, as you start carefully making your way through, like another couple of these huge vultures like lift into the air. They haven't quite seen you yet. They're not taking any notice of you yet. They seem to be like fighting and squabbling over something. They launch themselves into the air, and again they fly off towards the east and the southeast. But there's a lot of smaller birds like buzzing around in between with them as well. The actual squawking's getting quite loud, quite deafening. It doesn't look like they've seen you yet, but
I think we need to start going a bit stealthily now. Maybe.
I think
Can
we're going
we
to find a
stealth?
dead hippogriff.
Is it Badlands and empty? Can we still?
there's not a great deal of cover around it. You can see there's some rocks. You can see that there's some like some jagged rock formations on the floor. Every now and then there's like a little like a natural like little trench or something you can like dip into as you make your way around.
I think we should just run, get there quick as possible, because we're going to get spotted sooner or later.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard. It's
Fair
going to be hard. You reckon it's going to be hard not to be spotted? So because there's a lot of these things in the air and that, and
Yeah, I think we just start.
go on in, Brave. Frontline Soylent. Go.
you're gonna hustle over, yeah.
Yeah.
Line Soylent.
We'll stop.
I like that.
We'll stop and watch the run off.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
I'm running, but I'm making sure that they're within 5-10 feet of me. And if not, I do that running on the spot thing.
A bit of running, man.
You do a bit of MC Hammer thing.
Yeah.
Running like some posh
You can't
twat.
touch this. some posh twat. I have I run
Div,
quite well.
that sounded like a challenge, Div. From
Knees are
Soylent
up.
saying that you can't touch this.
Yeah, that's actually. Thanks for pointing that out, David.
Yeah. It's definitely a challenge, mate.
I actually missed that. Thank you. How many vowels in your name, Soylent?
It's gone very quiet now.
Dear.
232.
Right.
Dear.
Hang on, gentlemen. Let's get.
What's running athletics?
I think so, mate. Yeah.
You attempt to jump to an unusually long distance or pull off a stunt mid-jump. No.
Hang on, what's happened here? Looks like the grid's buggered slightly. Hang on, dudes. Fucking thing.
No worries.
Why has the grid gone odd?
Yeah.
Is Phil there? I haven't heard him speak.
I'm going to try and get that.
Yeah, he's on mute.
Oh, is he? All right.
Yeah, him and Chris.
Yeah, I'm listening that one.
It's weird though, because in the offline thing, it's actually got Rosie as being offline.
Because she has a new boyfriend.
Is it?
There's Miles. Where is he?
Down here. Well, tell me, Julia. All good?
Yeah, I guess.
And Chris. Harriet.
How do you think that? Oh, cool. Haven't seen him.
It's been in a custody battle with his ex.
Still.
Wow.
Finished yet?
Because he had been not taking drugs.
Yeah.
Because he was being tested. And yeah, so I think it's all over because they went and got absolutely hammered. Yeah. Still in custody.
Cool. The more we sit here in silence, the more I want to trip over Soylent as he runs.
I'll show you my athletical skills.
Just the urge is getting too strong, sitting there going, must trip him over, must trip him over.
An
I don't think
average 10.
I don't know, that's a pass.
Stop speaking in tongues, Cara.
Speaking to Blade.
Just growling off at the side.
Sorry, gents, it's forgotten the grid size that I set, and now I'm having to mess around with it again.
It's fine, mate.
No worries.
Of course not. There's always something. Fucking.
We
This
can
is
amuse
why.
ourselves. We can amuse ourselves by trying to trip each other up.
I bet there's a white dragon living underneath it. How
Yeah,
about that,
probably.
David?
Come on in, Cara. Roll your athletics.
Why?
Hey.
That looks like acrobatics, mate.
Yes, that's the wrong one, you muppet.
That's the wrong one.
Oh shit. Okay. So this one's better anyway.
Oh god.
Oh fuck.
Oh!
Fucking hell.
Now that's funny.
Dunk. Oh, I still nearly beat him even though I only rolled a 1.
Go on! He's winning! How is this possible?
We're all trying to trip him up, falling over, trying to trip him up. Quick, pull him down, pull him down.
Cast guidance.
Silver guidance.
We're all hanging off of Stuart trying to pull him down.
Ah.
It's because he's got his knees up high.
That's Arcana.
That's Arcana.
That's Arcana.
You assess the situation before going in.
What skills is he using?
Yes! Oh, Blade's
yeah,
got me. It took 6 of you to get me.
We're all hanging on, and Blade just walks over and just pushes.
While you're running, Stu.
Oh well,
Never seen it
there you
before.
go.
Yeah, I've confused you with my high knee running.
Yeah. Head up high and.
This is how I was taught to run at school.
Yeah.
High knee, high knee, high knee. Everyone's like,
It was
what the
hand
fuck?
moves that I think put us off, Stu.
Do, 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 do. High knee, high knee, high knee.
High knee.
Hopefully that's my 1 out of the way and not foreshadowing.
That's certainly not my 4 out of the way, that's for sure.
Oh, this is really fucking. Why has it fucking chosen to do this?
Still can't decide, Stuart, in my game if to use the creature tokens. You know, the top-down ones. Because I'm getting a lot of decent ones from Patreon.
Yeah, why not?
You send them?
They're facing a direction, aren't they? That's the only problem with them.
Oh, the ones in Foundry use like what I'm using in David's Roll20, like a kind of directional.
No, more so the art is they're kind of looking in a direction, aren't they? They're kind of facing one way. The art is top down.
Yeah, that's what I'm using. Toyota in David's one is a top down one, same as Perrin is as well.
Yeah, that.
And I use a lot of my. If you notice, I always turn to face the direction I'm facing, so I'm constantly moving that token around. Whereas in Fantasy Grounds, it's your face, isn't it? So you're facing 360 as such. So it's just a representation of that. But yeah, in Roll20, I constantly move my token around to point at the direction I'm facing as such. Because it's a top-down token rather than a face token. Yeah, we'll use whatever tokens. Face tokens give you a better give you a closer view, don't it? But it depends on our. Yeah, I don't think it matters too much. Some tokens just look shit because they look shit.
Well, that's what I mean. These ones look really good. These ones are basically.
Well, then that's fine, then, isn't it?
Forgotten Adventures are essentially trying to do the entire listing of D&D monsters redone, kind of thing.
Yeah, and then they suitably change them to avoid copyright.
Yeah.
So
for Manticore.
Well, I think a Manticore is a Manticore, but a Beholder is a D&D character, is a D&D creature, and is licensed by Wizards of the Coast.
Not necessarily, because also D&D released a lot of their stuff under.
Yeah, but Beholder is specifically something like a Beholder is not.
I know, but what I'm saying is they released a lot of their stuff under a license, which caused them lots of hassle in third edition because a lot of people took it over, hence Pathfinder and all that.
Yeah, you got the SRD license as well, which allows some of them. But things like you just get round a Beholder by calling it an eye creature or something, or multi-eye creature.
No. I think they can use it.
I'm not sure,
mate.
It's
the same as why I'm quite sure a lot of the books that come out that are not officially D&D.
No, because you can have SRD and you can do licensing to certain. The SRD releases like the basic rules. So say for instance, like D&D Beyond could use the SRD, so you could that they've released like say half the player's handbook, but there's specific spells that are. Yeah, I think like Magic Missile, I think is a specific D&D and it's a Wizards of the Coast now product. So but Fireball is Fireball is not, or the other way around, or something like that. But there's certain things that are released under the SRD. And then there's certain things that are Wizards of the Coast properties, which
that's what it is now. But what I'm saying is, I think they shot themselves in the foot earlier by means of people being able to use certain things under that license, which you can't revoke.
I don't know.
I feel like that is the case because I've seen a lot of stuff where it's like doesn't seem official yet is using official things like that you would expect. Because I remember seeing something to do with that. The third edition had a weird thing to do with the legalities of what they used, where they opened up a lot of it but held on to some of it. But the amount
that was the SRD. I can't remember what the SRD. I can't remember what the acronym stands for.
Maybe.
But anyway, so you've got some nice tokens.
Pathfinder's got Beholders in it, I'm sure.
I wonder if they're called. Yeah, but who's Pathfinder owned by? Pathing.
Someone completely separate, wouldn't
it? Sorry, Div. What did you say?
Aren't they owned by Paizo?
Yeah, Paizo. And is Paizo an umbrella company under Wizards, probably?
No, I think so.
I don't know.
Okay. As far as they were, they're supposed to be a spin-off, aren't they?
I'm not sure. I said I was using Beholder as a
No, it's
as
a good
an
example.
example, but I think I thought that was the case. But anyway, yeah. So you got some good tokens.
I can check through and see if they actually have done a Beholder, because you're right in that sense that there'll be a certain amount that will be D&D specific, but only so much.
Some things like orcs, you can't. Orc, it can't be, because if anyone created the orc, it was Gandalf boy, wasn't it? A.A. Milne.
Oh, yeah.
He created Winnie
J.R.R.
the Pooh.
Yeah, I know he did. Yeah, well done. I was waiting to be pulled up on it. The other one I was going to say was J.R.R. Hartley, who's the fictitious Fisher book. From that advert from the Yellow Pages. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yes, have you got the J.R.R. Hartley?
Fly fishing by J.R. Hartley.
No, sorry, sir. Oh, you do. Lovely. Yes, my name J.R. Hartley.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's worse, you being able to quote it or me being able to remember that is the quote. It was too long ago.
It's got to be like a 30-odd year old advert.
Yeah. Take your reminders of that age elsewhere, please. I'll get the picture of it. Very annoying.
So that's my next character's name, J.R.R. Hartley.
Oh, okay.
I can rename Fenton to J.R. Hartley.
Or tea lights.
Yeah, tea like nipple guy.
Kept on following him, Stu.
He was excellent. He just kept popping up. I kept spotting him in the wild. It's tea like nipple guy.
Where's Stuart gone? I don't know. He's probably that tea light bloke.
He's probably asking him about nipple chafing. I'm thinking of getting some tea lights. What ones do you recommend that don't chafe as much as normal tea lights?
Right, gentlemen. Hopefully, you should be able to double click on your tokens and you'll see a map come up.
Huzzah!
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can everyone see the map? Now it's going to be. I can't reset the grid to what it was before, so the movement's going to be a little
janky,
unfortunately, and I'm not prepared to sit there for fucking half an hour trying.
Can you change the colour of the grid lines? That would do it.
No, because the.
It's fine if you can't. I was just thinking there was a suggestion.
I can get rid of the grid lines. The problem is the grid lines used for the movement and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Are not lined up with this map has a grid on it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a grid over a grid inside.
There's a grid over a grid.
Are we using the non-map grid, the overlay grid? Because that's the one that are going to fit in, I think.
You're going to see, if I get rid of the Fantasy Grounds grid, you'll see the non-system grid, just the map grid, but your tokens will not move.
Yeah,
exactly on those grids, mate. It's like it's going to be a pain in the arse.
I think what I was suggesting was if you look at the side of the map where it shows the black background, you can see the line of the grid we're adhering to, as it were.
Yeah, but it doesn't, for some strange reason, Brad. It's not not fitting in. It fits.
No, I mean I know that not fits. I mean in terms of us knowing where the grid actually is in terms of us moving. If you look off the side of the map, we can see the map.
What he's saying is if he removes the grids, the tokens don't allow. You can't move them.
No, I'm not saying about removing it. I'm saying just for us to see where the grid is, rather than look at the grid that's underneath. We can see.
Saying a reference point for us.
Yeah,
is look at the sides.
Look at the sides
when we're playing the game. It's not asking Div to do anything.
Well, I can see grid.
I was going to say, just move in the
That's
grid.
but
It's
we see how it goes. But at the moment, it gets really janky. The further south and east you go, it gets really janky. Man,
That's
I
all
don't.
right.
So
That's
don't
the
know
place
why.
place to
don't go
go, is it?
south.
Yeah, go there and then just say, "Oh, it's your fault, dude. This is what the grid's fucked."
We immediately rush south.
Cool.
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
Baby vulture.
Calm down now.
Baby vulture.
Right, so you lot have kind of like snuck as close as you can through what little cover, a rocky cover, and like crappy old bushes there are. Now this area is at the bottom of Feathergale Spire, the buttress that it's on. It's pretty close up against it, to be honest with you. Now all the vultures and the birds, there's a load of them round here. They all seem to be like they're all hopping around the bottom, and they're like fucking worrying and picking. They're picking and some crap on the ground, like in the centre of this little depression, as it were. But they haven't noticed you yet.
And we can't see what it is they're picking at.
No. Right, can we have initiative rolls, please, Dubs?
Can we have David fly up in the air as diversion so they all fly away after him?
That sounds like a plan.
8.
If he makes it, he makes it. Where's one?
Bloody hell.
Oh,
That one. Oh. Oh.
I think I did better at running.
I was half asleep.
Oh. Wow.
Oh,
Are we all on there?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. We got.
6 of us.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think you're all on. I think you're all on there.
What the hell's a bloodhawk?
No,
What?
hang on.
Where's the blood? Oh, yeah.
Right, a bloodhawk is like a smaller bird. Like in this area, it takes its name from like it's very bright colour. It's crimson feathers, and its aggressive nature.
Yes, and its vampire-like tendencies. It looks like a pretty bird, but it's actually a vampire parrot.
They've known to attack near almost any animal. They're pretty fearless and very, very aggressive.
It's all right. Choose a vegetable.
They're normally found in large flocks together, attacking as packs to take down their prey. But they're not as large as the giant vultures. You've already seen those bastards, and they're not very nice at all. They count as they're small. The bloodhawks are like they're small creatures. But they've got a reputation. They've got a reputation nearly as bad as the giant vultures. They're very aggressive.
Yeah, he's on him 5, by the way.
You what?
Ian's on him 5. He said.
Oh, is he? All right. Okay, cool.
Well, we can do that.
Right, hang on. I've just got a couple more things to do, and then it's going to be Dave who's going to lead the way, basically.
Oh, he's doing what I said. Okay, cool.
Right, I'm going to go make
Roach
myself
is
a
left.
coffee because it's going to be about half hour before it gets to my go.
That's
So I'll be back in a minute.
You have to do some saves before then, Stu.
Oh yeah, I imagine I will. No, I don't have to actually because it's the fantasy grounds that automatically roll saves. And stuff.
Yeah.
So Dave can quite happily whittle me down to 1 hit point without me having to do anything.
I'm like
I'm sure you'll have some reactions and capes to
Just
roll around.
assume my shield as soon as anything comes anywhere near, or as soon as I get attacked, and that'll be quite right. Right, I'll be back in a minute.
Cool.
Yeah, rather than going when we had 20-minute technical problem, he went when we were in the middle of a fight.
Of course.
All right, okay. I believe I'm ready for you.
Okay.
Right, Dave. Silver's up first.
Okay.
So you've all got yourself into this the position up on this like little bluff up the top there in the northeast. None of them seem to have spotted you at the moment. There's been no reaction to you.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to. No, don't want to.
Oh, hang on. I've got to turn the thingy on, don't I?
Yeah, go on then. Turn the thingy on.
I just got this image of me trying to climb down, and one of us trying to climb down, and a bird just suddenly appearing at someone's face.
It's a nice image. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Movement locks on, Dave. So.
How far down is the drop?
I'm about to say that. I was going to ask that.
15,
It's not that far. So it's about 10 foot down. Unless you really fuck it up, you're not going to hurt yourself jumping down. Let's say as you move your token through that bit, just let me know whether you're going to jump down or you're going to climb down carefully. And
I'm going to fly down.
yeah, that's the easiest way to do it. Well, I'll tell you what, we just do half speed through that little area, jumping, getting down to the bottom. Unless you just want to take the chance and just fling yourself off.
Go for it. I'll fly down to there, Div.
All right, mate. Okay, so with a flap of the wings, Silver launches herself into the air over the lip of this little bluff and like down into some they're little sparse bushes. They hardly count as cover there, Dave. To be honest with you, they're like
That's fine.
knee-high shrubbery sort of thing.
Yeah. Then I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the nearest one to me, which is this Bloodhawk.
Bloodhawk 4, yes.
Yeah, he's my target. Yes.
Yep, he's on.
And that marks him.
Okay, yep.
And then I'll put it on myself. I'll use my Dread Ambusher. And I'll try and shoot him.
Oh, yes. Go on in.
You attract all the attention. Good idea.
So I'll try the first one.
Hey.
Okay.
That's a hit.
So that's just normal damage, isn't it? There we go.
Right, okay. You just as you fly down, like pulling the bow out, you land. These things begin to obviously as you launch yourself out, you made a bit of noise and you're not trying to hide anymore. You come down, this thing fucking stops pecking at the ground, looks around, and you just bury a shaft straight through its breast, kill it outright.
And then there seems to be one sort of all the way down there. That one there. I'll try and shoot him.
Right, now this is your Dread Ambusher attack, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dave?
Yep.
That's another hit, mate.
So
Come on.
do I have a thing for the Dread Ambusher, or is it just an extra D8? There's no ability
I think I just did it as a just roll
D8
it.
in a minute.
Or did I? No, Hunter's Mark. Yeah, this isn't the favoured foe thing. No, it's just that.
Right, so then it's just roll this, and then I'll roll a D8 on top of that. Yeah.
Yep.
There we go. So that's another 7 damage to it.
Another 7.
Okay.
I can't see you rolling the D8, Dave.
Did it not roll in there?
Nah.
No, I can't see anything in there, mate.
What about
Oh,
now?
there you go. There
And
you go.
7. Yeah, there we go. Exactly the same.
Another 7, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another 7 damage to that one then.
It's gone, mate.
Superb. That's my go over.
That was a good start.
I know. I
Indeed.
might wait here until you finish up.
Yeah, I'll get the cup of tea out.
We wait for David to murder everything.
Yeah, we haven't hit the big ones yet, mind.
Yeah.
Keith, Blade's up next.
Cool. Well, Rage.
Yes.
Hello. Go to actions. Thank you. That one and then that one.
You're getting yourself rolled up over these little budgery girls, mate.
Yeah, why not? 5. So I can jump down, yeah.
Let me know if you're going to jump down. I'll just make you make a little dexterity check.
Dexterity check, yeah.
Yeah.
Not athletics or.
Actually, yeah. Is athletics?
Athletics is jump.
The acrobatics is
it will be acrobatics. It's going to be an acrobat because you're jumping down to avoid. Yes, it's going to be an acrobatics check, mate.
Yeah.
Right, nice one. That's 5. I say you jump down straight away. Just move yourself to the bottom. Oh, what's happened there?
What's that?
I'll tell you what. I'll do it. So it was 5.
All right, so that's 5.
10. Yeah, that's right. That's 10 so far. As you just like jump down.
So 15, 20, 25, 30. Get ready with my axe, and anything comes within hitting distance, I'll take.
You're going to swing at it. Yeah, no problem. Chris, Kara's up.
Okay.
And I hope they come towards me because I'm going mad.
All right, so that's 15.
Yep, that's it. Go to the edge.
Yeah.
And then I will prepare an action. If anything comes within my range, I'm going to cast Thorn Whip.
All right, okay.
And that's my turn.
Let me just have a check. What is the range on Thorn Whip? Let's have a look.
Thorn Whip range is
15, I think. Oh, 30 feet, bloody hell.
30 feet.
Right, okay.
Oh, I'm not going to click nothing on this game. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, it's done.
Cool, mate.
Phil, Rhapsody's up.
Yeah. Move that.
Okay.
And I'll hex something.
I'll hex something.
Blade.
Oh. What have I done? Hex units HR. What's that done?
I cannot pass a stupid I am human. What? What's he talking about?
Who have you tried to hex, Phil? Who have you got targeted? You haven't got anyone targeted, mate.
I'm trying to target Bloodhawk 6.
Go on then.
Is it control and?
It's control and click, mate.
Yeah.
As long as you've got Rhapsody selected, and then control and left click will pick a target for you. Now you've targeted yourself now. That's it.
There you go.
Yeah, the range of hex is 90, so yeah, it's well within range, mate. None of these things have like they're starting to react. You've seen a lot of them, like their heads are coming up as you lot are like approaching and jumping down into the area, but none of them have reacted to attack or move yet.
Oh. Okay.
Blimey.
Well, Phil.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
I'm right
Could
next
roll
to
a
you.
better number.
All right, that blast of energy's definitely got their attention now. As right, Brad, Jesus is up.
Yeah, I want to take the 5 foot to the edge and then jump down.
Right, okay, just acrobatics check, mate.
This is where we see whether today is a good day or a bad day. Oh, it's good, it's good.
Today
Right,
is
okay,
a good
so
day.
that was 5.
I'm going to carry on like a nightmare because I'm
Right, that's 10. So where you are now, that's 10 foot of movement, Brad. As you've like leapt nimbly down, the two big guys have they've done pretty well with us, like vaulting down into the into the depression.
16, 20, 25. Is that right?
I know you've already moved 10, mate. Yeah.
Oh,
Are you going to do a double move?
No.
I'll cancel that.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't think of it.
So you've already moved 10 feet, mate. So.
20, 25. No, go on. I'll double move. I'll move right up to Keith.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no problem.
And that'd be me done. Because at this point, I can't do an awful lot anyway, so double move would be fine.
All right.
And I'm done.
All right. I'll move it on for you, mate. No worries.
It's that really awkward moment of, do I rage? Do I not rage?
Stu, you're up, mate.
Oh. Not sure how that's possible. Right.
Well, none of these things, like you've kind of got the drop on them, so they're kind of reacting. Their heads are coming up as like fucking Eldritch blasts are going on. Silver's taken out a couple, but they haven't actually. None of them have moved or attacked yet. So you lot are going great guns.
I'm going to hex that one.
Is that in range? Yep, just about.
Yep.
Go on then, mate.
Where are we? Eldritch Blast. That'll do. And then go back to that.
Focus, fire.
And then
That.
Oh, that'll do.
Oh yeah, good blast there. Right,
What was that on the lit one? Or
it screeches out in pain.
And then
It's going to jump down.
yeah, I do that, which that's my movement.
All right, okay.
Always behind someone.
How you doing, folks?
I cannot. What's Ian going on about? I cannot pass the.
He's done. You know the old camera. You got to point, like, click on the grids to say fire hydrants or crossings, or to show you're not a robot.
I cannot pass the stupid I am human.
Getting into Discord.
What? It doesn't tell us to get in Discord, surely.
Because he's not human, that's why.
What's he doing?
I haven't got a clue.
I'm sure it doesn't tell us to get in Discord.
Oh, hang on. Look, hello, Ian.
Unless he's signing up again.
What the fuck are you on about?
He's in Fantasy Grounds.
It was just coming to the fucking Discord.
I don't know what.
I think it's Discord he's having problems with.
Oh, okay. I see.
But why would you have to do the human thing unless you're signing up again?
I think he's had to download it. He's on a new laptop, isn't he?
Yeah, but he should have an account. He just put in the details of the account. He's clearly forgotten them.
Log into Discord. Using your old account, because what he did, he ended up setting up a new account for Fantasy Grounds as well.
Oh,
What's an idiot? Why did he do that? Just log in with his old one.
Setting up new accounts for everything by the sound of it.
Should bypass checks. Oh, for fuck's sake.
He clearly isn't human then.
No, he's not. He's just log into his account.
Well, you're obviously clicking the wrong things, Ian. It's like...
I'm done my turn. I'm going to go away.
Anyway, Silver, you're up.
Righty, sorry. Oh, no, that's a bit too far. I'm going to come next to Blade because I know he's readying. He looks like he's readying to attack something if it comes near him.
Okay.
Then I'm going to... I'll just target this one in front.
Right.
Then I'm going to put Hunter's Mark on him.
Sure.
And then I'm going to try and shoot him.
That's a hit, mate.
Superb. Then I shall see if I can do a bit of damage.
It's gone.
Yes.
These little birdies, it's like, yeah, shooting parrots.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't seem to be particularly tough.
No, but
Yeah,
I
target is something further away though.
I'm pretty sure these will be quite fast, mate.
The two fighters are going to be chasing round the pigeons while the rest
I'm
of
just
us
going to go fucking back up there in a minute.
Climb
And
back
it's
up
your
the cliff.
Keith, Blades up, mate.
Keith sighs at Silver.
Silver, do you know how long it took me to put a hex on that thing? And you bloody killed it.
That was mine. Yeah, the one you hexed, Phil, has just been killed.
Yes.
Sorry, Div,
right.
just a quick question about hex. I'm outside of the 90-foot radius. Would I know not to do that, or does it not matter? It only matters for when you cast it.
Matters when you cast it, mate.
Okay, that's fine. All
right. Move to there.
The range is for the original casting, Stu.
All right.
When target. That's a double move, yeah, Keith?
Yeah.
Go steaming in.
It's going to kill that one as well.
So there he goes.
Keith,
What?
you've lost rage, mate.
I know.
Yeah.
Ow, how has he done that?
Because he didn't attack or take damage.
Oh, shit, yeah, of course. Yes.
Why didn't rage?
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's cool. I knew it anyway.
Okay, cool, mate.
Chris, it's now your turn.
It's now my turn. Okay.
I'm just surprised we've actually got to jump on something for once in our game.
Clara, you fell off the cliff and broke your neck.
Should I do that then, Phil?
Yeah, Cara, you're looking across at Rhapsody, who's looking sidelong at you. Looks like she wants to fucking give you a shove. Get down there.
Because I go first, I shall go instead. I'll jump down.
Shouldn't it be for small creatures that the drop should be doubled?
You can do that.
Because it just seems more, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Why not?
Yeah.
They're lighter on the ground when they hit.
Yeah, I'll jump down.
Well, then, can I have an acrobatics check, please, Chris?
Yeah. Acrobatics.
Jesus.
Actually, I want to cast guidance on myself just in case. These fucking rolls.
What is it? 20-foot drop?
No, it's about where Cara's jumping down. If she fucks it up, she's going to land badly on like a boulder at the bottom, sort of thing. So,
all right, no, I won't do that. I'll just jump down. So I'm just going to do it.
You're just going to jump down, yeah?
Yeah.
Acrobatics check, please, sir.
No problem.
Yeah, that's fine. So we put you on top of that rock there, and that basically counts as 5
Seeing
foot
as
of
how
movement
Chris
only.
pointed out about Blade, did you ask for acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Thank you, Stuart.
So what did you roll? No, with his roll, that's fine.
Oh,
With that D20 roll, whatever, that'll be fine, mate. So don't worry about that.
no problem.
Thank you, Stu.
Thank you, Stuart.
Grasping each other up.
That's 10, isn't it?
No, that counts as because you jumped down. That just counts as 5 foot of movement, mate. Because you're jumping.
Okay, that's 10, 20.
Yeah, Stu. Remember, we're not trying to
Just
actually
there,
trip
please,
you up now.
Yep.
And then again, I'm just going to use my action to ready form whip if anything comes in my sight.
What level's form whip, by the way, Chris?
Cantrip, mate.
It's a cantrip, yeah. All right.
Yeah. And then done.
Right.
I like the way you said, as you grasp, keep up. I'm going to grasp you up. Very good, Stuart. Exactly.
Yeah, my boy Keith's lost his rage because of you.
Yeah, I know anyway. So.
Right, there's one of these vultures gives like a squawking cry with a great beat of its wings, lifts itself into the air, and just like glides over quickly. They're amazingly quick for their size, and like lands in front of you, Keith. As you're left looking between these two massive grey things, it's like,
Cool.
Cool, brilliant.
Perfect.
Well, just remember, Keith, this is not my fault, it's Kara's.
No, I was actually going to say that I lost rage.
That was would have been very good of you, mate, because I never remember stuff like that. In my old age, I never remember shit like that anymore.
Oh, the fog's coming in on the map.
Stuart actually texted me, so he just was checking. He was asking
Right,
questions.
it first scratches. It first, as it lands, it scratches out at you with its talons, Keith. That's a hit. Oh, a slight scratch. You managed to duck under the worst of it, mate. Doesn't hurt you too bad. And then it spikes out at you with its beak with a squawk. It's another hit, mate. There you go. So, Blade's already in the wars by the looks of things, gentlemen.
Is you rolling with advantage to attack him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, got thingy, didn't they?
No, I was just because last time it happened, Div had turned it on by accident, so I just.
No, this is no accident.
Okay, that's fine.
Pack tactics, I should imagine.
Calling Div a cheat, Stu.
No.
Oh,
I saw 2 dice roll and was just confirming.
Manticore's going to come back.
Yeah, exactly.
Questioning the DM again.
Right. You might think this is very unfair, Keith, but it's how they are, mate.
No, carry on.
They attack as a pack.
They flock.
They flock of seagulls.
I can't think of one of their songs to sing.
If I had a photograph of you.
Very good.
That's another hit, mate.
It would show you bloody laying on the floor.
All right. Poor old Blade's sort of like suddenly it's like You're reminded of Mary Poppins, feed the birds tuppence a bag. as all these things come swooping into Keith. Just stop picking him. He hasn't even got a little bag of breadcrumbs on him, poor sod.
Home Alone Tramp. You remember her? Ever seen that movie?
What?
Home Alone Tramp.
Oh, right, the tramp lady, yeah.
Yeah.
See, Home Alone 2, when all the birds attack Marv.
The lady from Casualty.
Oh, they're all coming in, aren't they?
Okay, that's right. Oh dear. Oh, this isn't funny anymore, Keith. All these little bastards are just all fucking. All you can hear all around you is "Pretty Polly, Pretty Polly." It's like, oh, pick your bollocks. It's like,
Go back.
Angel, I think you've angered that one.
That's fine.
no, Stu. No. I don't think it was Angel who has angered this one. Can see someone up on the bluff there.
Hiding behind someone else.
I like the way he tries to like. No, Angel did. I'm sure Angel did hit it with an arrow. I think she.
No, she was shooting a different one.
No?
She was shooting in completely the wrong direction to where that one was
dick.
from.
And she missed, didn't she?
And she missed, yeah.
Right, Blade is completely hidden from view by these things.
Was Blade holding breadcrumbs again? We told him about that.
Covered himself in bird food and running to attack.
He might be flowery crown again.
He's put his suet ball mask on and run in.
Suet ball mask.
Ouch, man.
I want to run in and throw glue over him so that when he comes out, he's covered in pepper.
That's helpful.
Running
and throw glue on him. Have we had any more messages from Ian, by the way?
I told him to just fucking log on like a mug.
Oh.
Doesn't he have Discord on his phone?
Oh, that's what I've got.
Yeah. Sorry. Let's try and get Ian in. Is he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh,
he's actually in. Yes.
No,
he's on the game.
He's not in Discord. He's in the game.
He's in the game. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Right. Okay. Let's put. Right at the beginning, Ian. Oh no, he can't hear me, can he? Oh, for fuck's sake! Let's put him on.
Should I tell him to roll initiative?
Stu, can you take over his computer or something? Can you VPN on to his computer and just deal with it?
No, because I'd have to install TeamViewer, and he probably wouldn't be able to fucking get through that bit.
Oh.
If he can't get through robots thing, which is literally just click the fucking thing.
I know, just put it on your phone. Simple.
You don't have to log in for TeamViewer.
Should bring.
Yeah, you do.
Up.
No,
he has to install it, and then he has to give me the password and the
account
number.
You don't need an account for that.
No, you don't need an account. That's not what I meant.
That's what I'm saying. You can get a piece of glue to do that. You literally just click this button to install this, and then tell me this number.
Right, Right, he's rolled initiative.
Yeah, he's rolled initiative. I've told him to double click so he can get on the sheet.
I wonder if I'll listen to his voice.
I don't see how anyone can fail those robot tests. Has he failed it so many times that he's been?
Doesn't know what a traffic light looks like.
Probably knowing him.
It's like fucking.
Which one is the boat, Ian?
Ian's a robot we've just discovered.
Yeah, I've sussed him.
Oh dear.
Okay, mate. Your turn.
He's doing good.
Here comes the blue bottle. Oh God.
Is he going to be the one that falls on his face?
Yep.
Go on, that'd be perfect, wouldn't it? Oh no!
Oh dear.
Flat.
Oh,
He's having a day of it.
brilliant. Fouled spectacularly. That's brilliant.
Was he trip over his hellbard on the way?
Yeah. Stabbed himself, landed on it.
Welcome to the D&D game.
That's his movement over, I think.
Talking to
Yeah, I think it is.
Talking to Ian in this manner might actually be quicker than the normal.
I'm not sure. Counting how many cups of coffee I could have made in the time he started his round before he ends it.
No, I feel like this is quicker than he normally does.
He can still double move if he wants. Still got his action.
Sorry, gents.
That's right.
You just have to hope Ian can type succinctly.
Then he can still move the rest of his move.
Once getting. Oh, what have I just done?
Give him my go now.
Once getting
Oh,
up.
he ended his turn, wouldn't he have done? That's what he's done.
Oh, yeah.
Can move to another 15.
No, if he was he moved 15, 20, fell prone. To get up cost him 15, so that's 35, and he can move
That
60,
leaves-
can't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
leaves him 25. Yeah.
25 movement.
Yeah.
On the Flock of Seagulls note, one of their other songs is "I Ran So Far Away," which is quite apt.
So what? Fucking
for
Seagulls.
Blade.
Is like, some of their tunes aren't bad.
I
They
ran
did a couple
so
of classics.
far
Far
away.
I got pecked to death by budgerigars.
Vampire parrots and dirty vultures.
Come on, man.
What's happening?
Right, Phil, go on.
I assume I can see Bloodhawk 1 from there.
Right, hang on, where are you? Yes, you can. You got a good view. A bit like flapping around.
No,
Oh my goodness.
No.
not a good day.
No.
Oh, jeez, Phil.
Yeah.
Right, we're back out and
You're finding them quite hard to hit, Rhapsody. So like, you know,
Yeah.
they're flitting around sort of thing. You find it hard to get a bead on them.
I'm jostling him from behind, going, no, hit that one over there.
Try to help
One coming
follow Blade.
towards us.
Are you jostling aggressively, Stu?
No.
Okay.
You don't push him off the cliff
Yeah,
then.
No.
Jesus, you're up, sir. So I can see a 25 move to there. Yep, that's fine.
Then I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Has
Yeah, your
Ian
boys
just
in a
joined
bit
the
of
party?
trouble.
Yeah, I think he has.
That's
Yes.
it. My rage there, so that. On them.
Okay.
I'm going to go double move. 5, 10.
And I'm muted and I'm talking.
Right. Hello, Ian.
Finally. Oh my god, I was going to just quit. I was so fed up with this Discord trying to log in.
Then I'm going to action surge. And then
Okay.
target this one, and then I'm going to swing with my Warhammer.
Come on, after all that, it needs to be
Yeah,
epic.
your boy's in trouble, Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah.
wrong button.
Yeah, I was going to say you didn't attack.
Oh,
Yay!
Oh!
So is that automatically going to roll critical when I roll damage now?
Yes.
Yes.
Go
Okay,
on.
right, roll the damage now.
Roll the damage now, mate.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh my god.
It's all right, mate. Don't worry.
You killed it.
It's gone. It's gone.
Still a good run. And then that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gives
that's
Blade
done.
a little bit of breathing space.
I tapped on him. I'm over here.
Ah. Right.
Right, Keith. This the large vulture to your right pecks out at you. Oh.
Oh.
Oh well, I'm down.
That was vicious. Right, Blade. Sorry, Jesus. You've gone charging through. You start like riling yourself up. Pull out your warhammer. You run to help your mate. You manage to absolutely, like this thing that you hit, just literally explodes. But as the blood spatters clear, you're blinking the blood and feathers out of your eyes. You see one of these fucking huge, dirty vultures like peck down into Blade's shoulder and neck area and tear a massive chunk out of his neck. You see, like Blade, looks round to you, and just like suddenly his knees give way and he just collapses.
Oh, Blade.
Collapses to the floor.
Have I taught you nothing?
I'll stay up. I'll stay up.
Oh, you're going to stay up?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So that puts you on 1 hit, basically. Where are you? Here we go. Right, okay. Well, forget that. He manages to keep his feet. He looks like he's about to go down, but through some inhuman effort, he manages to stay on his feet. He's bleeding. It's awful wound in his neck, like bleeding, but he's still on his feet. Stu, silence up.
Right, I am going to no. Oh, fuck off. Just fucking clear it. That's it. Right, I'm going to then right. I'm going to face step to the bottom of the cliff.
30, yeah, okay.
At 30. Then
Yep.
I'm going to shoot the giant vulture free, and then I'm going to run round and get to that point to the end step where I've marked. All right, so I face step to the bottom, shoot the vulture to the left. See whether that works.
What's the face step? Is that a bonus action?
Yes.
Right.
Eldritch Blast.
That's a hit, sir.
Nice.
He's still hexed, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
He is
you have to
still
apply it
hexed.
to yourself. You apply it to yourself,
The
and then
first one.
roll the damage, mate.
Yeah, 1, and then roll the damage.
That's it.
Oh,
bloody hell.
Shit.
Twice now.
Wow,
Utter
what
shit.
Damage is not on par to that.
That's ridiculous.
Mate, you didn't quite get your bearings, Stuart. You were a little out of sorts just after finishing the face step. You didn't get your bearings quite as well as you should have done. It's a little dizzying. You hit it, but it was a glancing blow, mate. This thing's still blooded. And then you finish your move. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. That's it. So yeah.
There you go.
All
right.
Oh, the front liner gets closer.
Afternoon, all.
Oh, Con's in as well. Bloody hell.
Oh.
Hang on. Sorry, Con. Let's get
to Discord.
Quick, get in. Roll initiative and
Wait,
do well.
wait.
Push in.
Have you just started a fight?
Just started the fight, yeah. Target giant vulture free.
Second guy.
So you may be looking for me.
Con, if you open up your character sheet and double click your token, it should open up the map that you're on. You should be able to see what's going on. And once you've done that, if you could get Thomas just to roll initiative, please.
Rubbish.
All right, okay. But you can see what's going on though, Con, yeah? You can see the map?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, all right, cool.
See a big bird.
We were under the big spire. We don't know an awful lot. We just saw all these leaving from an area. We just jumped in to see what it was.
Okay.
Hello.
Right, Jesus, one of these things launches itself into the air, comes down, clawing at you with its talons, basically, as it lands on like this little boulder that you're next to.
Yeah, come to join the party.
Yeah. Right, Sitya, with its talons. Oh, lucky you were you're raging there, mate. That wouldn't have been very nice.
No, indeed.
And then it darts out with its beak to strike at you.
I'm more calculated. It's okay.
It's another hit, mate.
Oi.
Right, you feel the force of these blows. They're very powerful creatures, and you've already seen the damage that the beak can do to blade. And yeah, again, this thing just tearing into you. You thought, fucking hell, this isn't such a good idea after all.
Wasn't my idea.
Silver, you're up.
Okay, right. Let's have a think about this. I want to hex. Hunter's mark that one.
Right, okay, the vulture, yeah.
Yeah, so he's now Hunter's marked, yeah?
Yes.
So then what I want to do is I want to target this one.
Okay.
No, I don't. That's a silly thing to do, really. Isn't it? Let's keep him targeted.
Yes, mate.
I'm going to come in my 30 feet. And I'm going to try and shoot him.
Right, he's not getting cover. He's a large creature. The other birds are small, so
Yeah.
there's no cover there, mate. You've got a clear shot.
Brilliant. All right, let's give it a try then.
That's a hit.
Silver.
Okay.
What's with the ones?
I know.
Damage.
That's my first 1 damage, so that's not too bad. And can I drop my bow and draw Reza?
Dropping's like a free action. Drawing Reza can be as part of your move. Oh, I'll tell you what. Yeah, you can.
So literally, I want to, I literally just want to put thingy on, shoot it, drop the bow as I'm coming in, and pull out Reza. So next go, as I'm coming right in again, I can pull out my other dagger.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. In which case, that's my go over then.
Okay, right, Keith, blade. In a spot of bother, you feel your head's feeling very woozy. You feel the blood gushing down your chest and over the shoulder from your neck wound.
It's more fun.
Oh, hang on, mate. I've just got to remove something off you, unconscious, because you're not unconscious anymore. Right, so you've raged again, yeah? And going reckless.
Yep. But again, thingy on me anyway, so.
That is a hit. Is it going down? Oh, that's a solid blow, mate. You just stand your ground, stagger to your feet, and fucking two-hand your axe into its neck, but it's still up. It's a good hit.
Jack, can you not start killing these fuckers, please?
Kara.
I'll be happy just to hit one.
Yeah.
I was going to help Keith, but I don't think he wants help.
Oh, no.
I think he's all right.
I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing, which is taking up the damage for you not to kill them.
I've killed 3, blimey.
Nah, not good enough. You're the one who put me in this position.
Not me. You're the one that ran into him.
No, you
That's
killed the
my
one that's
dip.
closest.
Let's wait for the blame game till later.
Yeah,
Don't worry, it'll be happening.
not dead yet.
Trust me.
We all know it's, I whisper, Angel's fault.
You're gonna go.
Right, Chris, I didn't. After your move, you doing anything else, mate?
He's confused the fuck out of me.
I was going to say, if you notice it dark before we're back, can you switch it all on so it's lit up when the boys come home?
What's this to see how far they are from me? 25. I'm gonna javel that hawk.
Which one? Hawk 1.
Yeah, off. Let me see if I can target him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actions.
Okay, as you move in position, you pull a javelin from the from
Yes,
your back,
yeah.
just like
Yeah.
launch it at this thing.
It's a throw one.
Your positioning is quite timely, Cara.
Don't put him off. Don't put her off. Oh,
that looked like it was.
that looked like a 3 to me.
Yeah,
It did look like a 3 to me as well.
It's all right, mate.
Nice. How can a digital dice be cocked?
Why did I get it?
It looks like it.
It was, but it can't because it's digital, so it shows the number.
3 damage.
Okay. Again, they're hard to hit. They're hard to get a really good solid hit on. But there's a little puff of feathers as you hit this thing, but it's still flapping about, squawking.
There you go, sir. Done.
I tap Cara and slyly point at the big vulture that's heading our way.
Right, Blade, you get raked with these talons again, mate.
Yeah, I'm going down. That's going to happen.
I wave to the vulture and point to you, Stu. And wave your little feather on your hat.
Yeah. Again, like it's like claws out into your stomach. You're too weak to avoid it, mate. It's like blinding pain in your gut. You like double over, drop your axe, and this time you succumb to your wounds and fall to the floor.
I've got him.
Unless you get eaten by a bird.
And then Cara's got him.
Oh dear.
Jesus, his turn.
No, I haven't finished yet.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Does he fly up high enough that he goes out of my...
No, he hops around you, mate. He hops around you. Oh, you twat. No, I can't. And he's got his bite left. Yeah, still hits you. That's beginning to hurt a bit, Jesus.
Indeed.
Did it on low temperature?
Low.
Yeah.
Low, because I didn't hit it at all.
Hits you, Silver.
Medium. Medium hit.
And it's taking it's taking the hex off, mate.
Yes.
Sorry, Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's
Sorry.
Mark, yeah.
Yeah, you lose concentration on Hunter's Mark, mate. Even though the damage wasn't, it pecks out. It was painful, but not overly so. But it just causes you to lose your concentration on the spell, unfortunately.
What a git.
Oh, in about an hour.
Oh. Oh there, little birdie.
Squawk, squawk. He's looking at you, Stu.
I'm pointing, Dave. I'm pointing.
Yes.
We're all pointing.
Yeah, everyone's pointing.
Everyone's pointing.
It's him. Oh, dear.
I'm wearing my Go Vulture t-shirt.
Right, that's one on your Stu. These talent as it lands, it claws out at you as it lands.
Hold on. A shield.
Right, hang on, mate. Because could you tell on this game? Could you tell me shield before I roll the damage? Because now I've got a reverse. I've now got to reverse all the damage.
Bro, I think he was too late, mate. Just ignore that.
Yeah, damage was on the screen when you went. I
It was
shield.
too late.
Off. No, I said shield before you'd rolled.
He sort of rolled. Saw the
I've got a
damage
recording
and
of it.
then
I've got a
shield.
recording of it. We just replay the
Don't need
recording.
recording. My eyes saw it.
So hang on, your armor class was 16. It got 18. Your shield. All right, okay.
You just move the voice past the visuals, Stu, and make yourself look like you.
Shush, Phil.
We know your video trickery.
Hey, just don't take this cheating.
I know, it's just wrong. We're playing for fun, Stu.
I feel every remaining mob should just be targeted on him.
Con, I was rooting for you to come back, and now I don't want you here.
Right, so
Wait,
hang on, Stu. So you had that's
Armor
basically.
class is not 16. It's 19 altogether. Not 16 was what I rolled for concentration. My armor class is 14.
It's 14, and
Yeah,
it got
to 19.
18. So yeah, 19. So it doesn't hit you, mate. So you had 8 temporary hit points, yeah.
Yes, yeah, I was at full hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like I'm back to normal. It doesn't look like I've taken any hits.
Yeah, which is what it should be because
Okay.
it missed it basically.
Yeah.
Right, that was his first attack.
Yep.
And then it tries to bite you. Misses you this time, mate. Lucky you had the shield up, so yeah, that shield saved the day there, mate. Otherwise,
you're carrying.
Otherwise, would have raped you, mate.
Again, that last time.
Your lunch will be ready in a minute. Check your train time. Yeah, probably. I'll see channel. I guess if I miss past 4, is that going to be too much rush for you? I don't know what time it is. 3.
Oh, that hurts, Silver.
Yeah.
Okay, this little thing darts in almost quicker than the eye can follow. Before you know it, you feel like some beak pecking into your face. You're trying to shield yourself.
Use
Ian.
actual shield.
Right, here we
Silver.
go. Yeah. Right, here we go. That's so fun.
So you're on your feet, Ian.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Come on, Harley.
So let's go in first of all into there.
Okay.
And yep, he's targeted. So as I'm moving in, I was taking my halberd out.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I think I'll just keep it basic. Oh, yeah. Oh shit, what's going on there?
Why are you rolling an advantage, mate?
I don't know. Shouldn't have.
Thingy flanking.
It's only a
That's
flank.
not advantage. It should be +2.
which gives you +2.
I don't know why it's at advantage.
Hang on, what did you roll?
Same on both.
I think actually you rolled twice.
Oh, okay, right. Do you want me to start again? Because I'm at +2.
No. You've hit it, Ian. Don't worry.
Right, okay. Right.
By a mile. So
I've just done a
Right.
filthy fart. Oh, disgusting.
And I picked up the wrong die.
He's got himself targeted. That's why.
How?
No, he has. Oh, he has got himself targeted as well. You got yourself targeted. Hang on, Ian.
Yeah, let me clear targets.
Before you damage yourself.
Don't clear targets. Just get rid of yourself. Just control click on yourself.
Right, control. Idiot.
There you
There's
go.
little bits like that I still got to get used to. Right, now I'm going to try and
accidentally attacking yourself.
Yes.
Oh, he's killed it.
Hey.
Well,
Spitted it on the halberd.
Yeah.
Right, so with action surge, can I move and attack like as if it's the start of a brand new round?
No, it's only
it allows you to take another action.
Another action only. Okay.
If you had movement left, you could still.
Yeah, I don't. I think I just got 5 foot left.
You got 10 foot.
No, you got. I think you moved 25, didn't you? Down there.
Yeah, so I've got 5 foot left, which I will take. I'll just move up a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay. No worries.
And then that is that. Done.
All right. Soylent and Kara. It's sort of like this thing viciously like snaps out at Stu. It's things are looking a little dodgy, and then as it rears back, it gives a squawk and like collapses, and you can see this blue buffoon behind it.
I have a big grin.
Wiping the blood off his halberd, pulling the halberd out of this thing. Come on, Thomas is up, mate.
Big grin on my face.
Nicely timed, Hardy.
Our plan worked, Green.
It certainly did.
Little sneaky high five.
Right, 15, move to there.
Well, you're at the top of a small bluff there, Con. You can either obviously choose to stay up there, or if you want to quickly get down, you make an acrobatics check to jump down.
Giant vulture 1. Dave?
Yeah, you can, mate. You should be able to. You should be able to see
by blades.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's not a problem.
Because you're up a bit, Con. You got the benefit of a bit of elevation there, mate.
Yeah, right. So I'm going to Hunter's Market.
Yeah, it's just in range of that.
Right, and then I try and shoot it.
It's a hit, sir.
Nice.
Roll with a 1.
Oh, run off the 1. Right. Oh, what's that doing?
You rolled to hit again, Con.
No. Failed.
Just roll the damage. The damage will come up.
There we go.
Yeah.
We've forgotten how to play.
Oh, good shot.
Nice.
This thing's rearing above Keith. You don't know whether it's going to start pecking at his body on the ground, but before it can do anything, the hiss of a shaft flies through the air and it takes this thing in the neck. It collapses in a heap.
Right. I'm going to stay where I am. End turn.
Phil, Rhapsody's up.
I take I can still see Bloodhawk 1 from my elevated position.
You can, mate. Yes.
All right, let's have another go.
Oh, come on, Phil. Fucking hell.
Right, now, I did say, because you're firing through a couple of people there. All right, so I did say that if you're firing through people or into a melee situation, that is when I'm going to get you to pick another target and roll again. So I'm just going to.
I choose the vulture.
Right, if you could target Ian, please, mate.
Natural 20.
Actually, first of all, get rid of the target. Get rid of the Bloodhawk who's a target. Target Ian. And make a hit roll, please.
Sorry.
You
Oof.
really ain't.
Oh, there you go.
Still,
That's just how my day's gone, so don't worry about it.
Jeez.
Oh
That's
man,
4
Okay.
rolls you've missed.
not going
I
well.
can't even amusingly hit Ian.
Amusingly hit Ian.
Yeah,
You weren't
you've
disappointed at all
dear.
with
got
apart
out
from
the
the
wrong
roll to
side of the
hit.
bedroll today for sure. You don't know what's going on. It's like trying to clear your head, but Jesus.
Never mind.
Cool.
So far, I didn't even notice it.
Have I got me on target? No. I'm just going to straight swing for Vulture 2.
With the Warhammer, yeah?
Yeah. I wanted to rage, but I won't.
That's a hit, mate. It's a hit. You are raging, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you give it an almighty thwack, mate. That's a good solid hit. But this thing like squawks up, looks like it's a little stunned at first. It shakes its head and like glares at you.
And then I'll take a backward step.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to that, and I'm done.
Stu.
Right.
At the moment, you've got Blade targeted, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Shoot him.
Right. So I channeled healing light into him.
Yeah, I've got the ones, haven't you? Just about.
And then I will. Can I see Bloodhawk 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. What? What's that? What? What's done? Where have they been?
In a box. Look, the gems have fallen out. They've literally been in a box on my stand.
They've been crushed.
Yeah, but by what? I haven't done anything. They've been in the box.
Yeah. Sorry. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast Hell number 5.
Right, okay.
Oh,
Close.
Nearly 20. It's not hex because I can't move my hex because I used a bonus action for the healing. So
correct. Still up, mate.
Yep.
It's like a burst of feathers. You fucking see, fucking blast this thing, but it's like just squawks.
I stay where I am.
All right, okay. There. Oh, actually, it's going to move there. That's a hit with its talons, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Feel the pain?
Yep.
And then, again, the beak snaps out at you viciously. They're not missing a lot, mate. They're pretty accurate, these fuckers. They're causing quite a lot of trouble. Yeah, you begin to feel it now a bit, mate. It's like starting to bleed a bit.
We're doing okay. We're doing okay.
Yeah, you're right. Silver.
Okay, I'll pull out my other dagger. While I'm doing that, I'm going to have a slash at Bloodhawk 5, I think. Yeah.
That's the one to the north of you.
Above me, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll try and stab him. Okay.
I think he's gonna go down. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, you just like dart out, like just bury like the Reza into this thing's breast as it darts down at you.
And then
With a squawk, it falls to the floor.
with my second dagger now in hand, I'm going to try and stab this one.
Okay.
Non-free one.
Yeah. Another hit, mate.
Okay.
Oh. You've been tearing through these little budgerigars, Dave.
Yeah, but they've been doing damage to me. And that's my go over. I can't move anywhere.
Okay.
So I stay there.
Right, Blade. You wake up. You're on the floor. Your axe is like on the floor next to you. But like you come round. Someone's obviously helped you out a little bit.
I'm saluting him.
Thank you.
He doesn't see you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Blake.
He's like hanging high five. No.
Yeah.
Still hanging.
You probably think your mate Jesus has helped you though, Blade. The first friendly face you see is this awful dwarf in spandex pants
looming over you.
Yeah.
You see some brightly coloured buttocks in your vision as you wake up.
Squatting over you.
He's used to it.
Pick my blade up, stand up, move to there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Take a swing at him.
This bloody great axe coming at the little sparrow. Oh!
Why is he at
hang
rolled a
on.
20? He rolled a 20.
Hang on.
Why is it?
Because you were downstairs. Downstairs. You were
you
were
downstairs. That's why.
You were downstairs.
Yeah.
Hang on, mate.
You were on the floor, is what I meant. You were downstairs.
Right, Keith. To automatically do the critical. We treat that as a crit. If you hold down Shift while double clicking the damage, that will force it into a critical for you.
All right. Okay.
Nice. Hulk smash.
Not impressed.
Well, obviously, Blade's been pretty upset by the maltreatment he's had at the hands of these birds. He's really not happy at all. And takes his anger out on a poor little.
That's my secret. I've always hated pigeons.
Yeah, you absolutely it explodes, mate. You ruin it.
Baseball bat, right home run, right up to where Con and Angel are. Oh, it's an Angel just lands their feet.
Catch!
I believe you've got 5 foot of movement left, mate, if you want to take it.
Yeah, I'm going to go there for now.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that at all.
I'm going to go round.
Oh.
All right, I've got plans. If it's still alive.
Oh,
Cara.
Mr. Green's been very brave today. So
I'm always 30 foot away from the front of the battle.
Stu, he always seems to end up. The battle seems to come to him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I try to aim to be 30 feet away from the front of battle, but it draws encroaching.
hopefully this is going to work. I'm going to cast Thorn Whip.
Yes.
On the Ultra 2.
Okay.
No, what are you doing, Cara?
Lucky.
Nothing. Yeah.
I'm going to give you another try.
Yes, please. Thank you.
I'm going to give you advantage because Soylent doesn't like it.
Sadly, no, you don't manage to. You don't manage to hit it.
Sure. Okay, and then
I'm stunned and going, "What are you doing?"
5. Yeah, go away. Oh, wait a minute. Do that.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
That's me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool.
Yeah. I'm done.
I reckon a hobbit could be swallowed in one go there.
Right. Okay.
That ain't no normal hobbit. That's part of the wrestling trio.
Right. This thing next to you just try to whip Chris.
Yes.
It turns its attention to you, mate.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's a lighter snack.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky on the damage. And then it bites out at you, mate. As I said, they're accurate, these things. I don't think the vultures have missed very often.
No.
They've missed it all.
Yeah, it's like that, but bites heavily down. You feel that one into your shoulder. It's like quite in
Spit
pain.
out the blood. Come on. Done.
Ian, Haystacks is up, mate.
Okay. So move to there. I'm not targeting myself, which is good. Right. And
Oh, nice.
I think I'll do action surge. Let me do that. Now
I'm going to put you there, Ian, because you were sort of like you weren't quite in the grid properly.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You've
I'll
got an
still hit
excuse
it,
this
yeah.
time, Ian, because there's 2 grids on top of each other.
Yeah, the grids are
Oh.
slightly out. We had a spot of bother. There was technical issues before you got here.
Okay.
Mainly
Okay, well, I can still hit him anyway.
Yes, you did. Yeah, good blow.
Yeah, and action surging. If I
Okay.
can click on the thing to action surge. I think. Yep, and I hit him again.
Go on then.
Okay.
Go on, Ian.
Oh, go on.
It's looking on its last legs, going down. Yep. Okay.
Nice.
I've got 10-foot movement. Is that right?
I can't remember where you were, mate.
I
I thought I saw you move 25
moved 25.
at first.
Yeah. So
you got 5 movement left.
okay, just move me on 5 foot then.
Hang on, let me just get rid of this.
Yeah. Is that? Am I in the right
that's
square
fine.
there?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine, mate. That's fine.
Right, so I need to look at that line there. Okay.
The grid's out slightly. It's just a bit of a pain in the arse. I'm sorry.
Fine, that's no problem. Right, so done.
Right, Con. Thomas is up. This looks like the battlefield is clearing quickly now. But there's still one juicy target left.
Soylent.
Right there. Then I have to click the first button to target to move my hunter's mark. Yeah. Is that correct? Yeah.
You are. You got hunt. Yeah. To move it onto Yeah, that's fine. That's done.
All right.
This one ain't been touched by the looks of it.
I'm going to shoot it. I'll try to.
That's a
That's
hit.
it. Go on.
And
Well,
let's try not
Thomas.
to roll again.
Yeah, good hit, mate.
Nice.
Nice.
Another good shot. That like shaft whizzes through the air.
There we go.
So
Strikes it in the
Thomas
body.
is shooting stuff, and Angel's providing fireworks as the entertainment with her Eldritch Blasts.
Rhapsody's been providing fireworks for
Done.
entertainment.
All done.
Yeah, Angel. That's what I said.
Right. Oh yeah, Phil.
Right, have another go.
Yeah.
Move the hex across.
Hang on. How far are you away from the thing? Yeah, you can.
That's
just about.
fine.
Yeah, that's good.
Come on, Angel.
Come on, let's try if we can hit something. No.
Oh, just.
God. I fall off the cliff in surprise.
Glory thief.
Nice.
One.
Yeah.
Right, this thing screeches out in pain, staggers, but it's still up. Oh no!
Jesus grapples it.
Fucks it.
Fucks
it.
This thing's staggering. It's covered in blood. It looks like it's
Let me turn you into a hippogriff.
It turns and looks at you, and it gives you like the big, wide, cute eyes.
From a vulture.
Starts making little kitten noises.
I was about to say that. Where'd you get the cute from?
Like little chibbo,
So
whatever it's
cute.
called. No! What's that?
Oh, wow.
It's the eyes. They distracted me.
It's working.
Yaser starts petting it.
Oh, what are they doing to you, little fella?
He's been charmed.
Charm person.
Charm bird.
Charm idiot.
I'll use my second wind.
Haven't you used that already, mate?
No.
I used action surge before.
Oh, shit, action surge. Sorry. Yeah. It was the heal second wind.
And then I'm done.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, Stu. Soylent is up.
I've moved my hex
Okay,
to
cool,
giant vulture 4.
Don't look at the meanies, big birdie. Look at me. It'll be swift.
And Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
one, man.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
You've seen a 1 on a die when it rolls off of it.
You got the one.
Hey.
Bye bye, buddy.
It likes the 8 and the 1, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In this in Fantasy Grounds.
I put my thumbs up to Soylent. Our plan worked.
Certainly did, Cara.
Final squawk. All is quiet.
You okay, Blade?
Yeah, good.
Blade doesn't look good.
The fact that he's talking is is fine.
He recovered well. Let's put it that way. But yeah, but for birds, they're vicious bastards. They're really vicious bastards. Right. All is quiet. There's still birds like circling above you, and you can hear them screeching out in the distance. There's the shapes of a few giant vultures like off in the distance as well, but none of them seem to be approaching the area. You seem to have cleared the area out.
Did the giant vultures that we saw with the riders on them? Did they have any like special markings on them? Did they like any paint or anything like that? That kind of nothing like that.
No, okay. not that you remember, Stu.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Well,
are you looking for paint?
I'm looking to see. Well, what kind of markings would you? They're not going to have. Well, they could have brands. Yeah. I'm going to see if
they look like a vulture.
No, I'm looking to see whether it's possible that they were interacted with humans, like a paint or brand or anything like that. To signify.
Okay, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
All right, okay, that's what Stu starts to do. He starts heading over towards the vultures.
The first one that was like, well, there's one right behind me, so I'm looking at that one. There was a corpse right behind me.
Yeah. All right,
is there any nests around here?
Any what? Sorry.
Nests.
More so, what was they picking at?
Yeah, that was the.
Okay, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, Keith, as you excuse me, as you're looking round, there's there does look like there's a few what could be called as nests, like collection of fucking twigs and branches and shit around the area. Stu, looking at the body behind you and a couple of the other bodies, no, there doesn't appear to be any odd markings on them. They haven't been marked, they haven't been branded. There's no fucking paint splotches on them or anything like that at all. Right, and Jesus and some of the others, you were interested in what they were picking at. As you come round and play closer to attention to the area that you've been fighting in, what you originally mistook for, say, like twigs, dry twigs and stuff like that, is actually bones. There's a lot of bones in this area, and what they were picking at, Brad, you can see there's a couple of like not intact corpses, that they're almost completely eaten, but there's still some like ragged flesh and sinew on the bones, and there's also still some rags and strips of clothing on them as well. But there's a lot for an area which is meant to be completely devoid of life and visitors, etc. There's a lot of humanoid bones littering this area.
Can we search the corpse-looking parts to see if there's anything identifiable on them?
So I just put searches in order.
Yeah, sure.
I help search as well.
Okay.
Anyone got detect magic they can do? As well?
Not this character.
Well, I think most people begin picking over these bones and these like rather sad remains, hoping to find some goodies. Now, unfortunately, not. There's not even a single copper piece in the area. There's they're humanoid. They're human. There's some halfling bones there, human bones. All humanoid around this sort, around like medium size. There's Brad, sorry.
Yes.
One of the more fresh corpses here is that of a dwarf, and the rags of clothing that the corpse is wearing, you recognise as, again, livery of Mirabal's army.
They're just strewn about all over this land.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Are they following me?
Div, were there graves, or are they just strewn on the top of
No,
the?
no, they're just all over. They're just all over this area.
Oh, I thought you meant as in before.
Chris, you're looking around at because you're right up. You're right up. I know it doesn't maybe look like that on the map, on the battle map. This area you're in is right up close to the eastern side of that buttress, which the which the tower was on.
Is this where they just lash out their dead?
Well, where we are,
after they've eaten their food, they kick it out of the nest. I think so.
Where we are, is there only sort of like one entrance into here, or is there multiples?
What do you mean entrances? There's
Like,
no entrance.
The way it looks is like it could be blocked off anywhere.
Oh, what, the battle map? No, don't pay any attention to that.
It's
It's an open area. The area that is blocked off, Keith, is to the west of the battle map, because that is literally the edge. That's where this huge buttress where the tower was on. That is blocked off. But you haven't come across. You can't remember coming across. But you were walking sort of like you were walking round the buttress of this tower, and it's only this part. All of a sudden, you've got all these fucking humanoid bones and bodies.
Hazers, do you want to
all
do
picked
anything
clean
with
at the
the
bottom here.
bones of this dwarf?
No, he should have survived. But even still, I've let him know that I recognise.
He should have survived.
He should have done. But I recognise these. These are from my town.
What do you do? What does your culture do with bones? Do you bury them? Do you burn them? What? Do you want to do anything?
My culture probably does. Yeah, I don't. They lost.
He eats them.
Harsh, but if that's your opinion, that's fine.
Very, very harsh.
They lost.
Don't lose.
If it's, I can't tell whether it's bones with his humans and stuff like that. I'm gonna start digging. Div.
Do you recognise any Soylent from town?
You're gonna dig a grave, yeah? Straight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like I said, the ground here is pretty arid and dry. It's not easy going. It will take you a little while, but fine. Okay.
And it's only the one I find that I recognise.
You only right. Okay. As you're looking round, Brad, there are more bones that you reckon are probably dwarvish, but they're all mixed in. You would say they're mainly human bones, mainly human. But like there is a mix of other races in there. That you pick out some halflings, maybe some dwarves. But there's only one corpse that is still, which is one of the more recent bodies. You would think by the state of it, like the vultures have picked most of the flesh and sinew off, but there's still a bit of flesh, muscle, and shit like that on there. But there's only one that's wearing the clothing that you recognise, like the livery, as it were.
I can assume he got picked up and brought here because we don't see any others.
Yeah, what the fuck it's doing here at this point? You really, it's very strange. And also the fact that there's so many bones just in this area, which is meant to be out of bounds, basically. You can't imagine loads of people, loads of tourists here, or people visiting here and shit like that. It's very odd.
I guess we just assume they've been brought here because the birds are big enough to pick them up.
Perhaps.
Can we track to see if there's anyone, if it looks like someone's bringing bodies here and feeding these, or?
I don't know if you. I'll tell you what, Keith, because you're trying to think of how these bodies got here. Is there this shows how much I know about the game. Is there an insight skill?
Yeah.
Keith, could you make an insight skill check, please?
Ooh, God help us.
Don't worry, my skills are shit. I'm still using them.
That's going to be really bad. Oh, no.
Hey!
Right, okay. Keith, you're sort of like you're looking at Blade, and he's sort of rubbing at his chin. You think maybe there's something wrong with him.
Yeah, too hard.
Maybe the knock he took on his head was a bit too hard. But anyway, Keith, like you're looking around and you're scanning the area. You kind of walk around the perimeter a little bit, trying to you're trying to find tracks or anything, but you don't see how you're going to track birds. And then you come back to where all the bones are at the bottom, and you just happen to look up into the sky for maybe some inspiration, and you kind of notice that directly, as if you crane your neck up really, really high, you can see it's a direct line down from right at the top of the tower. If you look at it, there's like 4 maybe platforms or 4 platforms jut out at each of the compass points, north, south, east, and west. And as you look up directly up, this area, you would guess, is directly below the eastern platform that juts out from the tower at the top of the buttress.
Okay.
You can't be sure, but
so
that's just something that springs to your mind immediately, mate.
Yeah. So where it is there like blood splatters, or as if people are getting thrown?
Yeah, there is evidence of blood down there, but whether that's like splatters or whether it's from where they've been eaten. But saying that, Keith, now you look a bit closer, a lot of the bones are broken and smashed.
Right.
Not from like bludgeoning wounds, yeah? Not from beaks and talons and claws.
Yeah, I relate this to him.
A lot of the bones are broken.
Including the dwarf?
Including the dwarf.
From what? Dave,
That's
from
chucking
what
them off
Blade
the
just
top.
tells us, I just have a look around. Are there like indentation marks, like of
No.
things landing?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just in case.
I'll make sure I'm not underneath it where someone could drop on top of me.
Detective Blade. Well done.
You want me to go up and have a look?
Fly up. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a long way up. It'd be a long way from away from us.
Away
Like
from us,
400, 500 feet up.
It's the quickest way of finding out what's going on there.
It was the quickest way for Keith to die on his own as well.
I'll do it tonight. I can do it tonight.
Yeah, it might be an idea.
They won't be able to see me unless they've got torches, in which case I can just stay out the torchlight.
So what's probably happening? Evil people are capturing travellers, taking them up to the tower.
But the guy himself didn't seem
torturing them and flinging them off.
The guy we spoke to who landed near us, he didn't seem. I'm sure we insight checked him or something to see what he was like. He was perfectly fine.
Yeah, but that just because we insight checked him doesn't mean we actually he told the truth. It just means
no, indeed. What I'm saying is,
you think Blade, like chatting with Henry, he was very genuine, a very quite a friendly and affable chap, and gave you some good so far has given you good advice. Has given you some excellent advice.
Yeah, but it might not just be him. Might be others up there doing.
He's not the only person, though, is he? That's exactly what Blade's saying. He ain't the only person up here. He ain't the only person in that tower, is he? And
well, the question is, do we make our way around directly to that, or do we travel to the rest of these vultures?
I think he'd be the one we'll speak to if we get there.
Or why don't we just mind our own business?
Well, because these quite possibly could be.
No, if it's
could be Jesus's
business, mate.
Business. If his brother's up there still, maybe.
Fair enough.
I don't know if anyone can tell how long these have been down here for. Whether it's been, days, hours, weeks, months. Looking at the bones and that. Eh?
Unlikely this dwarf one would be months. This dwarf one would be in the last week or two, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's recent. Like I said to you, Brad, that the one in the clothing is recent, mate.
Yeah.
But the rest of the bones, there are some that look fairly recent. They've got scraps of flesh and sinew on still, including the dwarf with the rags on. But most of them seem to be pretty old.
This group is supposed to be fairly far from here, so they've been possibly brought some distance to get here.
Yeah, so then it does sort of. It's up to you, Jesus. Yeah,
more so. I'm thinking we definitely need to check that spire somehow. But do we go north to the vultures to check that area as well, and then come back to the tower, or do we go to the tower first?
Right. We were checking the vultures for. What's more important now? Is it more important that we find out maybe if there's some more of your people still alive, some more of the people from your hometown still alive, or more important to go looking just on a hunch at other vultures?
Yeah, it's a long way around if we do go to the spire now. That's what I was thinking. The thing's not that far away, just north first. Whereas it's going to take us over a day's travel to get all the way around to that spire. Other than you.
What was the answer to Hardy's question? They look splattered, as in from a height. Because that's what I thought as well.
Well, I've said that they look all the bones are all broken.
Yeah.
They've all got signs of like bludgeoning damage or impact damage, basically, rather than the birds pecking at them and biting and clawing at them.
The cause of death looks likely from up there.
So all is not well at the spire.
No, it doesn't seem so. Well, like I was saying, do we directly go to the spire, or do we check that a bit north just to see if there was anything there? Because if we go down and around, it's going to take us ages. If we go north now and then come back, it shouldn't take us long.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind which way we go.
Hold on, well, there was hold on. Where's the map? Sign Valley map.
I follow you,
no.
Blade. Not Blade. Jesus.
I don't care. I need
What
a
was
rest.
what was the in the Sign Valley map? Is there a way to follow the river up, and does that lead up into so that we can go around that way to Feathergale Spire, like north?
No, there's no way on that way.
It leads into it leads into like a gorge in the eastern wall.
Yes.
Just in front of that, the actual valley floor is lush with undergrowth there, more so than any other part, because it's right on the banks of the river. The river comes out from that gorge. You were warned off there by Henry. Yeah, apparently, according to Henry, there's a couple of nasties there, a couple of wyverns that lair there. But that's where, if you keep following the river round on its course, that you'll head through that lush area of vegetation into the gorge where the river comes out of. You haven't got a clue whether there's a way up out of there or.
Oh right, okay.
Or
We can't tell from the map that we've got.
No.
Okay, all right, fine. And so the image of vultures on the map is nowhere near where we actually are, because we're near the Feathergate Spire.
It's just a general thing. It's like a sea map, Stu. Like sea serpents be here. It's like a general, like vultures be here in this like general area sort of thing. It's not exact.
Oh right, so this is just a kind of map that we picked up from a pound shop rather than an actual map of an area that's been specifically mapped.
Yeah, because I just did it for you just to give you, because you lot were having difficulty with visualizing the place, basically. So.
Okay.
I think you'll find, Soylent, that the cartographer spent a lot of hard work and effort on this map. I don't know. Do you think it's worth going on or coming straight back around to the spire?
Well, if you're looking for your brother, then we're getting signs, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, what are vultures going to tell us now? This seems to be the clue is afoot, Watson. I feel that the Spiregate, Feathergate is something that needs to be investigated.
No, indeed, because we might go up there and they might have similar armors to the guys that we saw and stuff like that.
I'm tempted to think now that Feathergate is not just a little boys' club. It looks like a murder club. The fact that all these...
Henry didn't seem like that, so I don't think it's a whole club like that. I think it's maybe some of them or some part of them, something like that.
Yeah, but appearances can be deceptive. I mean, some people take one look at me and don't realise that I'm a nice guy.
Well...
Yeah, funny that. But he's right. I do agree with him on this. This is what I'm trying to say. You're very trusting of someone that you've met in passing. We believe in this guy because you feel like he's trustworthy. But I'm telling you that the evidence in front of you is that they've been throwing things from up there onto the ground here. Whether they've been throwing them dead or alive, it doesn't matter. It's probably even worse if they've been just bashing their legs in and torturing them and then throwing them off they're alive. But either way, they're either throwing things off they're alive or dead, but they're throwing...
And this looks like they've met up with your brother's contingency of dwarves.
Yeah. So
maybe they think it's funny.
They've also had everything taken off of them. Anything of value is all gone.
Did you meet
there's not even
one of the black marks on Sign Valley, Div?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not a copper piece or a ring or anything left with all of these bodies, which means they've been stripped first.
Exactly.
We should go up there, and we should be nice to them, and get in with them,
and then kill them,
and enjoy that, and then butcher them from the inside out.
There, I knew that's where that was going.
We don't need evidence. We have evidence. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Go.
It's like this. It's, as Hardy said, these guys down here they weren't brought here. They didn't fight these vultures off and throw their rings and their gold at them to try and scare them away, did they? It's been taken from them. They're here with nothing but their clothes. So all the evidence points to that they've come from Feathergate Spire. and you're saying, "Oh well, Henry seemed trustable." Fuck Henry.
I think
Fucking
we
hell,
should
we've
save,
met him for 5 minutes, if that.
save Henry for last and throw him off last.
Now,
You know?
let's not be hasty.
I'm not being hasty. If this was my family, if these were my people, yeah, I'd want to know
So you're
exactly
trying to
why
rile up,
they're here.
Jesus, are you?
But Silver, you don't like anyone, so.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, but
Anybody, you miserable bitch.
Jesus, they're killing your
I kind of like
family.
Henry.
They're
Killing your family.
They're targeting your family specifically.
And Soylent, all he's thinking about is money. He's trying to get in with them. Oh,
No.
he's disrespected you.
I've said go and investigate.
No, don't backtrack.
I think we're looking at the new leader of
You
the.
want to join. You
Hold
want to
on,
join
is
them
this
and be their
Thomas or
leader.
Beard speaking? So I found a kindred spirit in Thomas before. He's like didn't want to kill all the people, but now it seems Beard has taken over.
But so yeah,
I think it's really
I'm happy to
dubious. Yes.
I think that's where we need to go.
My point was more so it's going to take us a long time to get there.
Doesn't
I
matter.
want to meet Jesus too.
Just
It'll
means
take
more
us even
random
longer to get there
encounters.
if we go and have a look at the vultures first, and then decide
the other
to go
thing,
back.
Dave, did we find level 4 in amongst all the bones? I go to sleep.
Oh my goodness. I don't think we're that close to it.
Oh dear.
Everyone did apart from you, Stu.
Really need me to answer that question.
No, David.
I think David was the result of
Hanging my head.
a body falls from up above and hits Soylent.
Let's just go and investigate.
Yeah, okay.
I think so.
Let's go make some friends.
Our arguing.
It sounds like we're going.
Right.
And once we head in there, Silver can fly up when it gets dark and have a look.
Once we're is that our route, Stu? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sadly for the non-flyers.
I can come with you if you want, Silver.
Well, if we're going back, then there's no point in me going looking up there, is there?
Kind of could have two of you went.
Yeah, but
Can't
I'm
you
not
just
doing
fly
it.
us up? Can't you fly us up one by one?
Oh, he continues to upset the DM this one.
With skewer rigging, of course.
That Manticore's going to come back with his family this time.
I think most of you would be a little bit too heavy for me to carry up.
I've got no way of getting back down again.
No, even up to the cliff, I don't think I could get you up the cliff side either.
Take Soylent first, so that when you get attacked and you have to drop someone, it'll be him.
No.
Accidentally drop Soylent, yeah.
You can if you want to try being like carried up to the top by Silver. You could try. It'll be some checks though for Silver to keep either to keep airborne or whether to decide. Whether she
ditch her
keeps
cargo.
going or just drops you.
I can scout out. I've got to scout out up there.
I can't help but feel that he's a drop the cargo type of lad.
Cara, can you turn into a bird that's not going to bring attention to everybody, and you could go and have a look?
Like a giant vulture.
No, I can't fly.
Oh,
no.
Useless.
I can turn into something though which can not be seen.
As you're talking and discussing this, and I'm just still digging graves and stuff like that, you see a couple of large shapes launch themselves off the top of the spire, off the tower.
Or falling down towards us.
No. They just no, it's just like yes and then
9/11 all over again.
A couple of large, when I say shapes, large flying shapes, a couple of large flying creatures, and they just begin to slowly like just the circle, lazy circles around the tower at the moment. They're not approaching you, but, or whether they've even seen you or not. There's no there's no sign of that.
How about if we wait till dark, and I go with Silver. Silver, you drop me off, and then I can go and scout out and see what I see.
No, we might as well just make the march at this point, because if we go anything else, I mean, all that is waiting time. We might as well use that time to make our way there. Otherwise, you're too far away from us. We might as well just get on and go, I think.
Sure.
And we split in the party.
Yeah, no. Otherwise, yeah, it'd be splitting the pie. All right, okay. So the plan is, I'll tell you what we do once you finished burying. Well, Stu wants to bury these people. Once you've done that, you have a spot of probably be lunchtime. You have some lunch and then just make your way south out of the Cyan Valley and then up onto the cliffs and then head back north towards Fethergale Spire. Yeah, that's the plan.
You know what I would do,
Right,
though,
cool.
is let's not do that. Don't bury them. Let's get out as quick as possible so they don't know that we've been here, we've seen what they've done, and then they would just be very suspicious of us when we turn up.
They're not going to know
what are
we've
you
been
going to
here
do with the
because
dead
of all the
birds
dead
then?
bodies. Yeah.
We're just going to get the
Although they probably have already spotted us.
Yeah,
so-
we'll get Stuart around the arm and just drag him off.
Let's just go.
You know that they've been sort of like well, Henry came to you, didn't he? Because he said that they've been watching you because they don't get very many visitors around here, especially in the valley. So Henry did say that they had been watching you, and then came over to warn you about certain stuff. So they're aware of you. Whether that's a good thing or so far it's been a good thing because Henry gave you some good advice and that. And helped you out, but whether you now think that's a good thing or a bad thing, whatever.
I'm a fan of Henry.
Yeah.
Yes, well.
Right. Okay. Whatever happens, like burying people or not, you reckon it's going to take? It's going to be two. By the time you had your lunch and you end up going round, you guess it's going to be like a couple of days' journey to get to this place.
Okay.
All right.
Make a move.
And you'll follow that green line is going to be your route. Yeah.
Does that sound good to everyone? Everyone looking at the Cyan Valley map?
Oh, 1 second.
Silence leading the way.
Right. Okay. Before we go, what I'm going to have, we're going to do a group wisdom perception check. Now, what that basically means is I want everyone to make a wisdom perception check. If half of you or more make it, then it's a success.
Okay.
Is that rolling a wisdom? Oh, it's the same thing.
You'll have a skill check. It's a perception check basically.
Roll. Yeah, roll a 16. I'm bloody shocked.
Nice. Oh, well done.
Yeah,
Nice.
smashed it.
Hang on. Was Rhapsody just rolled 10? So just is 18, 16.
Skill to do things like that.
It's a skill to do things.
There we go. So 1, 2.
Why have you done a
3.
wisdom check?
Oh,
yeah.
What do you got to know about it?
Perception, you muppet.
That's why I rolled a 10.
Under skills.
Just like
skills.
It doesn't matter, mate. Don't worry. Right, anyway, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, we failed because of you.
I get a 1.
Oh, no.
Eat that, you toad.
Right, okay. We'll say it's not going to make too much difference with timing, etc. But Stu, you finished doing burying some of the bodies. You can't do it very well, to be honest with you. And
it's a token.
You reckon it's going to be? You reckon it's going to be? They're going to be dug up by the fucking vultures. And shit. There's a lot of vultures around anyway. After that, you have a spot of lunch, and then you start making your way, heading back south down the western side of the valley. Now,
can you do a short rest, Div? Because I get some stuff back.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, sure, for lunchtime.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Short rest.
Also, if you needed to do any hit point healing, Blade.
We can use hit dice, though, can't we?
Yeah, you can use hit dice during short rest.
Right, let's just do this for people who want to.
What the fuck? Okay. come on, fuck off.
Right. Okay. As you're making your way back down away from the spire, back towards the river, basically. You guys see a bright flash. In actual fact, 2 or 3 bright flashes, like, catch your eye as you're walking around. You're looking about, so you're aware of the area, etc. But all of a sudden, 2 or 3 bright flashes, as if some bright reflections of something shiny, catch your eye, and it's coming from where the river disappears into the wall, into the wall of the gorge on the far side of the valley.
Oh.
I think that's important to investigate.
So over here.
Right. Okay.
Where that X is.
Yes. Right.
Okay.
Now it's important. I just want to know immediately the first thing that each of you do.
I look up to the Feathergate Spire.
Right. Anyone else?
Yeah.
I run.
You try to dive into the river for cover.
It's explosive.
As the hellfire missiles.
Well, that's my hailbird.
Yeah, I look for cover.
Colin's looking for cover. Phil's looking for cover. Looking around.
I'm trying my hailbird.
Right. Anyone else? I didn't hear what Chris and Brad or.
If they look for cover, then I'll go for cover as well.
We'll go for cover. Anyone else?
Cover. Sorry, I was on mute.
Right, so everyone's seeking cover apart from Stu, who stands there and looks up at the
David
spire.
is as well.
I am as well, mate.
All right, okay. You two.
I didn't take cover either.
Just Dave and Stu make another wisdom perception check, but at advantage, please.
Oh, advantage.
You see the fireball coming towards you.
Yeah, well done.
Natural 20!
Bloody hell.
It didn't even roll at advantage.
I say that. Why didn't it roll at advantage?
Hold on. Why is it not shown up? Oh, there it is. Oh, good.
Just going slow, mate. It's just slow.
I thought I'd have to roll again.
Drop the 19 to it.
Right.
Drop 19. Bloody hell.
19 and a 20.
Jeez.
Bloody hell.
Well, while the others sort of like you begin to scatter for cover, like a little suspicious of what's going on, Soylent and Silver, like immediately look across the valley up high towards the spire, and after a short pause, several seconds, you're sure that you can see again something reflecting. There's a flash of lights from at the top of the spire. Just a few seconds after you saw it across the valley where the river comes out of the wall.
There's someone communicating.
Yeah,
definitely.
I just drew my hailbird, so I'm just standing.
Yeah. This is it's a large distance. You've actually moved away from that. You're almost a kilometre away from the spire, and you're easily 2 kilometres, maybe 3 away from the other side of the wall. But
if I look around, see if I can see anybody else flashing back.
We're going to be intercepted and killed.
All right, okay. Phil, you turn your attention back to the far side of the valley, and could you make just a perception check at advantage, please, Phil?
No.
Yeah, definitely, Phil. You definitely see there's another set of flashes afterwards.
They're sending an SOS. Save our Soylent.
And it's in a particular place, is there, that they're doing it from?
Where that X, where Stu's drawn the X, yeah, that's that gap where the river goes in. That's where the original flashes are originating.
That's roughly where we are now.
And it looks like very suspiciously looks like they were returned from the top of Fethergale Spire.
Fair enough. It's not my people. I don't give a shit.
Are we? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Is that where the flashes came from?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We should get there quick so they can't ambush us.
Yeah, I think so.
Bit late for that.
Lower their
It will
reaction.
always be too late.
You guys just don't realise how much of an advantage it is being 1,000 foot higher up than and looking down. It's the advantage that they've got. They've spotted us. They've seen us moving this way. They've sent messages. Now they're going to see us going back the other way. They're going to know.
Well, saying that, you've still around the top of the spire. There's still these things, whatever they are, but they're probably hippogriffs, you would imagine. There's still at least a couple of them just flying, circling lazily around the tower.
They know exactly where we are.
They haven't made any move towards it. There's been no reaction to them, these flashes, whatever they were, or there's been no reaction to your movement back down the valley at all. They're just circling lazily, up above. There's been no reaction to anything so far.
I don't suppose any of us can speak mirror language, can we?
I have a cunning plan.
Can speak what language?
Mirror language. Recognise the signals. I don't think I had a look through mine. There's nothing in there that says I can. I know.
My cunning plan is that we carry on heading away to wherever we were heading, and at nightfall, completely change direction and go in darkness towards the entrance of the valley where the river comes from.
Not a bad plan.
Yeah, could do that.
The only flaw to that is I can't see a thing, so you'll have to lead me again.
We can hold hands and skip.
Yeah, all right. And just if we get into a fight, cast light on me. Well, I can use my halberd. Because I'm much better with that, as you could see, than with my Morning Star. Okay.
All right.
That sounds not bad, actually.
Yeah, I think that works.
So they think we're going the way we're going right now, and then we turn back and we can march through the night because we're strong, hardy people that can manage that sort of stuff.
Do we need to find somewhere? Because we're not going to make it all the way there, are we?
No.
So we need to find somewhere we can rest up without being spotted.
How far DM is that travel to there?
Sorry, how far's where, Brad?
How far is it travel to that cross? If we're by the bend of the river, how far is it to get to there? Is it day travel, less?
You've got an afternoon left. You can make it in a day easily.
We're on about like tonight.
Why don't we do this? If we go to here, round to here to the T of Lost River, cross the river, and then go round to and hide in these bushes. And
what,
then
in the night?
Yeah, in the night.
Yeah.
So don't move, like carry on down. Maybe make an extra camp just to waste a bit of time at V4. Then nightfall, go up like that.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, if you cross, if you camp at the ruined cottages tonight and in under cover of darkness cross the river, you can get as long as someone's leading Ian.
Yeah, I'll lead in.
You can get across. You can get across to that during the night, no problem. Under cover of darkness, it's not easily. Yeah,
Right,
you're going to do that?
Yeah, that sounds like
Yeah, that sounds
all right, cool. No worries. All right, okay, so I guess that will count as another sort of like a. Does anyone need more short rests or anything? No one needs short rest, really, do they?
No, I don't think we do we?
Yeah,
I'm good.
Well, what you do, you make your way.
Oh, if we've got
back.
the opportunity to do a short rest, I can do some healing.
There is, Joe, because you're going
Right.
to, from what it sounds like, you're going to head out to the ruined cottages where the gnolls were.
Yep.
And
sort of
we're
like
going to camp there. Yeah.
Camp there for the rest of the day into darkness, or wait for darkness, and then go from there, basically. So if you've got healing.
Yep.
It fogs up every night, doesn't it? The valley?
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'd be able to cover a fog and dark.
Fog and darkness, yeah.
Yeah.
How much are you down, Cara?
8.
Okay, yeah, there was no other way to answer that, really, was there?
I have a small
You asked
scratch
it
on
like
my arm.
Does Blade look more heavily wounded than Kara?
Blade.
Well,
Well,
more
it's
moderate.
oh well, yes, he does,
He does. Okay.
but only by maybe 1 or 2 scratches.
All right.
Perhaps even just 1 scratch.
Very good. Very good. All right. Okay. I'll do Kara. I can't. Let's take off Blade.
You've got a.
If we're having another rest, can I use my action? No,
Really?
wrong one.
Can you use your what?
Can I use my?
Just
Can I use my healing? Comes
What's
back
that?
after a short rest.
Yeah, of course you can.
Cool. There we go. Good. I'm good.
If I've got a question, if I could cast Arms of Hadar on myself before a rest, because that would last after, like if I have a rest, it will last for the rest of the day. It doesn't actually say how long it stays on you before it's activated.
It's an hour, I think, Arms of Hadar, or it's 8 hours if you're casting it as a high level spell.
High level spell.
You'd have
So
to
what
check,
level
mate.
what level spells are you casting it as?
I can cast it as second.
You
It doesn't
cast
say anything
all of them. You
about
cast as second.
timing
Yeah,
on there.
yeah, I'm sure it does. Well, Arms of Hadar.
Yeah.
No, Arms of Hadar is instantaneous, mate. That's not. There's
That's
not
when you
that's
get
not the armor. That's
No,
not
you
the
want the
that's
other
not the
one.
armor spell.
Okay. Nice. Oh yeah, armor. Yeah, I haven't got that
No, you haven't.
one.
Arms of Hadar is it's that instantaneous spell that
Yeah.
smashes everything with tentacles around you all at once. Right.
Might do that just before we have a rest.
Just for the fun of it, yeah.
Oops. What have I done there? I didn't want to do that. Let's just drag that back there. Right, okay, so I'll just do everyone a little short rest there as well. There you go. Right. Under cover of darkness. Now then, who's going to lead Ian
Me.
over the river?
I will.
In the dark.
I will.
Oh, I'm very strong. Between me and his strength, I should be able to help him across.
Right. I'll tell you what. I want an athletics check from both Brad and Ian, please. Not normally it wouldn't be a great problem, but you're crossing at night in the dark, and Ian can't actually see what he's doing.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a 1. Oh, it was
Right, okay, that's good. That's good enough. Everybody makes it across the river, shivering and cold, but safely, basically. And then
Not me.
You make your way across. You make your way under cover of the fog and darkness. You're hoping that no one can see you from up above. You're pretty sure no one can, if you had to take a guess.
I best can't.
Now, are you going to actually make it all the way to, the entrance into this gorge thing on the other side, or are you going to stop somewhere?
No, I think see where Stuart sort of stopped it.
Yeah.
We're going to look for once we get to somewhere around there. We're going to look for somewhere to hide.
Yeah,
and
there
rest up.
or there.
Yeah.
I think covering the second one if we can make it.
Because it's behind the hills, which then gives the line of sight across that way, kind of thing.
While Stuart draws a large thing on the map.
I can't see some of the times because it's the one little bit of it that I haven't erased blocks everything else off, so that's why I keep.
Right. Obviously, looking at the map, where you are on this side of the river, there's not actually a great deal of cover unless you get right up close to the
I think we bolt right in there.
to the entrance, as it were, the canyon. So where you are, you start trying to find cover. There's not a lot of good spaces around here. You can try.
We should just bolt right in there.
You can try, but
let's just go right in then.
Yeah.
You want to go right in? You sure?
I think so, because what's hiding going to really help us with?
Because we'll just have to move the next day. We have a rest and then move in the next day. Better.
Yeah.
Under night.
In daylight, so I can actually see.
You don't have to go. You don't have to go. You straight into the canyon. There's places. There's better. What I'm saying, there's better places to hide closer to it. Sort of thing.
Yeah, let's find a better place to hide. Then we need a really good place to hide because, as I said before, the advantage that you get from being a couple of 100 feet up looking down, it needs to be really good.
All right. Well, we get as close as we can.
If we wait till it goes to light, we're going to lose our advantage of tracking in the night like this.
Well, it sounds like the plan is you're going to find this hiding place and then just spend the whole day huddled down there, yeah?
Yeah, rest. Yeah, because otherwise we're going to have full exhaustion.
And then go in under cover of darkness again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
I thought we was going by darkness to get across here, so they didn't see us coming across.
Whatever you want to do.
Well, the whole point was they obviously seeing us in the day, so wait till night.
But once we got to the foliage, it's harder to be seen from the gate spire.
Brad, you've done that. You've rested. You've got to where you are under the cover of darkness, but people want to rest now. Hide out for a day. Get a complete long rest. Hide out all during the next day, and then tomorrow night head into the canyon.
Because I don't think we've had a long rest, have we? So therefore we will be exhausted and stuff like that.
I'm just going to mutter under my breath and grumble a lot.
Well, otherwise we'll all be exhausted, mate.
I'm fine. I'm all good. I'm ready to go.
Disadvantage to attack rolls.
Well, where's the disadvantage?
I don't know. I can't remember what the first level of exhaustion is.
It's definitely skill checks. Anyway, I know what most of you are wanting to do. I know what the plan is. Now, could I get rolled in the? This is going to be another group check. I want it rolled in the tower, please. What is it? Dexterity? Was it dexterity? Is it sneak? What's the sneak?
Yeah, disadvantage for me.
Stealth.
Survival. Stealth.
Stealth.
Yeah, it's stealth. Ian, don't worry with your armor. Oh bloody hell, who was that? Fucking hell.
Okay.
Well, that was either good or bad. Very
don't worry about my armor.
polarizing.
Okay. So it's not going to make. It's not about the noise, then, is it? So.
No, it's not about the noise so much. So
okay, so I'll just do my stealth.
I think it will roll it automatically with disadvantage in. So if you give yourself advantage, it should just cancel that out and roll it once.
Okay. In the tower.
In the tower, please. Let's have a look at everyone.
Oh, that seemed to work.
Right. Okay. Well, it's in the dark. You reckon you find some cover. you pull aside some bushes and like some shrubbery and stuff. You find like a little overhang of rock close to the gorge's edge. You sort of like get under. You get down underneath that. It's dry. There's a fair bit of space, and then you just pull the brush and the bushes back around you. You reckon you've done a pretty good. Job of it.
Steve, if it helps. If it gives us any advantage or whatever, I can fly up sort of 70, 80 foot and look down and see what I can see.
Do you want to do that, mate?
No.
During of a night time, no one can see me. They can't see me.
He's invisible completely in dark.
You make a fair bit of noise. You think if you had a human-sized bird flapping about nearby and everything else was quiet, you can. You can absolutely do that, mate.
I don't advise it.
All right.
You're assuming you're facing human opponents.
All right. I was just seeing if it would give us.
Oh no! I totally get what you're saying, but you're assuming there's humans on each end of the looking.
Fair enough. I'm not assuming.
Yeah, but he's actually.
I know you're not a human. I'm saying you're assuming that our opponents are human and can't see you, whereas everyone like us can all see you like.
No, none of you can
see
me.
Oh no, because of all right. So ignore that. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry.
So that's what I was trying to say. But if Div is saying that I would make a lot of noise, then there's no point.
No, I've completely forgotten.
Then I'm in heavy armor.
Well, don't worry. Anyway, like I said, you reckon you've done a pretty good job of finding a good hideout. You're fairly confident. And in actual fact, throughout the next day, you hunker down, you keep quiet. I'll just do everyone having a long rest because basically.
Can I just heal some hits with my
Ian?
thing?
Ian.
A long rest.
Oh, you do
Ian,
anyway.
you're
Yes,
taking a
it
long
does
rest,
anyway.
mate.
Yeah, so I'm stupid.
There's no need to waste stuff, mate. All right.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I finally got my hit dice back. Fucking hell, it's taking ages.
It was like three rests or something, Stu, to get it all back. All right, you hunker down. Sure enough, you're pretty confident that it was a good hiding space, and sure enough, you're not actually disturbed. You're not actually disturbed while you're hiding out there.
This is the life.
I'm fine.
Yes.
During excuse me, during the day, there are a couple of other times when you see more flashes from at the top of the spire. Just a couple of times. And you also, from your point, you see throughout the day riders on flying mounts launch from the top of the spire and then do a slow circle southwards and back round.
They've lost us.
They're looking for us, yeah.
In actual fact, each time they literally fly almost right above you, and as they do, you can see that it's riders on hippogriffs.
Oh, Henry.
Oh, Henry.
Broke your heart.
I believed in you, Henry. You've let me down.
Betrayal.
I only met you once, Henry, but I believed in you. You said so kind words.
Anyway, night falls. You sort of all gear up, get ready to go.
And the wyverns come.
Wyvern with a mirror in its mouth.
These are special mirrored wyverns.
Yeah.
Right, hey ho, let's go.
Yes.
So again, who's leading Ian?
Me again, I guess.
I'll lead as long as it's not through water. I'll help.
Right. So what you do? You start heading carefully through this the scrub and the bushes and the scrub. Back to the river, which is it's considerably smaller in width than it is further out into the valley as it winds its way through. And you begin to hear like a rushing noise from up ahead. You can just see as you get closer, the walls of this canyon rise dark and heavy above you. But following the river, you come across the point where it comes out of the gorge. This gorge seems to be the source of this river. You start to pull away some of the bushes, searching for an easy route around. At first, you can't find anything, but after about 15 minutes or so, you manage to uncover there is a pathway. There's like a rocky pathway that leads into the gorge, following the river, just a bit higher up to it, and you start heading deeper into the blackness of the gorge. After a while, the river actually disappears. It seems to bubble out of a small low cave in the side of the canyon, but the path continues deeper in as it winds it winds its way deeper into the darkness. After about, you'd probably be walking another 15 minutes after you lose track of the river. You're following the path is raised. It's raised somewhat. You're following the side of a drop. Like there's another like a chasm. The path heads on the top of a chasm, and you're following that. When up ahead, just round the corner out of sight, you can see a light source. You can't actually see what's causing it or what it's from. You would guess, looking at how it flickers, that it's torches.
Right, can I try and move quietly from now?
Well, yeah, you're at a disadvantage with your armor, aren't you, Ian? But
yeah, I am, but I'll give it a go.
Well, don't roll anything yet, mate. Don't just start.
Oh, just tell me when you're ready.
Don't start rolling dice randomly, please.
Oh, no, I'm just letting you know that's what I want to do.
I think maybe we let some of the more stealthier people and the people that can't be seen in darkness investigate.
Yes. Send the night killers out.
I look at Thomas and Silver.
You still can't see them though.
Yeah,
I get.
You look at where you think they are.
Closer and have a look.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I'll let them go ahead then. I won't do anything until I'm directed to do something.
Like a dog.
Stealthy.
Right.
Yes.
Sorry, Div, sorry.
Yes, Dave.
How much noise is the water making? Would it cover me flying over?
There is no water. You've left that behind. I told you that.
Yeah, I know, but is it so we can't hear it at all now?
No, you a lot are in. You left that behind about 10 to 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
Okay. And you've just been following this crack or chasm. The path runs at the top of it, basically, as you follow this canyon deeper into the side. So yeah, it looks like if you just follow the track round a little bit more and round a corner, you'll be able to see like what's going on around there, basically. So hang on, where's?
Oh, Henry, I was expecting glorious things, and there's no wyverns, there's no hippos.
Oh, where's my hippos?
There might be hippos inside.
Right,
Can't trust him.
Could I in the excuse me, in the tower, could I get a stealth check from both Thomas and Silver, please?
Those who are about to die, I salute you.
Dear.
Oh, thank you. Drag that all the way across. Right, if Thomas, Dave and Con, if you do the little trick of double clicking on your tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know if you can, once you can see yourselves and you can see what's going on.
I see myself. Hang on.
I don't suppose you could stick me on the map as well, Dave, for purposes of narration.
He wants to feel special.
Yeah, you're on, Joe. Right, both of you as you sneak as quietly as you can, you sort of like head forwards. The rest of you soon lose sight of these two in the darkness. They just as if they were never there. Right, Con and Dave, you gingerly pick your way. There's a fair amount of like boulders to one side of you. as this path like follows the chasm round. You peek, come around the corner, and then peeking around the corner. I'm saying you're not in general sight. You're being careful. You peek around like a jumble of rocks and boulders. This area, you can see like the path comes up to like a rickety wooden bridge that crosses over this chasm. Okay, the area all around here is lit. There's torches that lights up this area on both sides of the map, and you can see there's 2 figures on the other side of the map. Yeah, unarmed, but each of them also carries a torch. Now, from what you can see, they look human from where you are. Their clothing is quite weird. It looks like they're dressed in robes that have had like a lot of feathers woven into them. As to their caps, they're like wearing like cloth caps, and they have like a couple of feathers, like owl feathers or something, like woven into these hats as well. Now, I'm saying from where you are, you're in darkness. You two are still in darkness. This area is where you are, basically. But if you want to approach the bridge, once you get within 40 feet of the bridge, say, yeah, that's lit by torches. But where you are right now, you're in darkness. See where I've marked that's where the dim light starts, basically. They make no sign that they are aware of your presence.
Okay.
I have no idea where Dave is, but
yeah, that's true. You've got to sort of like say that. Yeah, you've got to remember.
I whisper, facing the other way, so it travels back, that I'm going to go back and let the group know what the situation is, and then I head back to report back to everybody.
All right, okay. All right, Dave. Still though, you hear like a whisper. You hear Thomas whispering out of the darkness, basically relaying that message. And then you might just, your ears just pick up like a slight scuffing as something moves away from you, and you reckon you've been left alone in this area. Again, there's been no reaction from the 2 figures on the other side of the chasm.
Okay. There's not really a sort of jumble of rocks.
Yeah, when I get back, I just let everyone know.
Yeah, sure.
That there are 2. I don't know whether we all move up. They're humans. We can stay out of the dark and then try and take them both out as a surprise attack to get across unseen. But we're not going to get across the bridge without them spotting us.
Soylent, how about if you use Gust and turn out those torch lights? Like you do with the.
The thing is, though, is if the torches blow out, they're going to know. They're going to be suspicious, aren't they? They're going to yell out and give an alarm, because torches generally don't just blow out, do they?
Saying that, Com, the area here, it's quite what's the word?
Windy?
No, it's not windy at all. Really, it's quite. It's sheltered. It's kind of sheltered from the wind.
I could go under the bridge if I turn into a tiny spider. If you want me to do that, and just check it out.
What are they guarding? A door? I asked Thomas.
Well, Dave, from where you are, it just looks like the path continues deeper into the chasm, into the gorge, just on the other side of this chasm, basically. So if they were guarding anything, they're guarding the bridge.
Right.
Yeah.
You two should just take them out, and then we'll just carry on as a group.
Yeah, but we might not be able to take both of them out in one go. Like there's a point where it's in darkness that we could all go and hit them. I don't know.
Can you not push them into the river? Oh, there's no rivers.
Ravine? No, don't imagine we'd do that. But I reckon if a lot of us move up in the darkness, they look human, so they can't see.
So they can't see outside of it.
If you don't step into the dim light, they're not going to see us, and then we can just all hit them, and then hope we take them both out. But the two of us,
I can throw into light because I can see. I'll be able to see them, and I'll be outside their view range if they're like me. Just need to go quietly. That's all.
All right. And what's Plan B when we fuck up and set all the alarms off? Are we just going to
run in and chop them up?
We're going to carry on.
Don't be a pessimist.
Being a realist, there's a difference.
Don't we want to try and keep at least one of them alive?
Good point.
Not being funny.
Well, we can do that later, maybe. Like these are if they're just going to let whatever else is there know that we're here.
Yeah, these are guards. I don't think we try and keep guards.
Why don't you just take these out, get across the ravine, and then if we can
let
take
the other guards
Peter, maybe do that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think just take them out. I think if you get these in some way captured or something like that, at any point they can, they will make whatever noise they can. That's their duty.
Yeah.
They don't sound like normal people wearing feathers anyway.
The devil worshippers.
Did they look similar to the people who attacked us on vultures?
No. Well, Con doesn't recognise. Con hasn't seen anyone dressed like this before. No.
I describe them so.
Although, didn't a couple of the riders, the ones that were particularly skilled fighters, Brad, you remember them being quite good warriors. A couple of them that were armoured. You're kind of thinking back. They did have like feathers sewn into the mantles of their cloaks on the shoulders. But these guys have from the sounds of things, have feathers sewn into their caps, and also all over. They seem to be wearing some sort of like robes, and their feathers are sewn into the robes.
I think this is them.
Magic.
This must be them.
Magic users.
I'll follow the plans of the stealthy people.
Yep, sounds good.
I'm not there, guys, so I'm waiting for you guys to come back and just keeping an eye out.
Are you literally just hunkering down, Dave, and
just keeping an eye, making sure they're not being reinforced, or seeing if there's any patrols or anything like that.
Yeah, let's go across them and kill them.
Right, Dave, as you as you're watching, you see another figure up to the north on the other side of the canyon. First of all, you notice there's maybe another light source starts to get brighter and brighter, and then you see, as you're waiting, a figure comes round again. It must be where this canyon curves and turns. Comes around a corner on the other side of the of the chasm.
Yeah.
He's holding a torch, and at first you give a slight intake of breath because, from your vantage point, as you're looking, it looks like that fucker who blew himself is dressed exactly the same as that bastard who suicide bombed himself.
Okay. And what's he doing? He's just standing there now, or is he?
Well, he walks down towards the bridge, and he stops by the bridge, and he's chatting. He's chatting with he's chatting with the blokes at the bridge.
Any chance I can hear? It's quiet.
No. You can hear that they're speaking, but you can't tell what they're saying.
Okay.
But,
I'll just keep watching.
all right. After a little while, you hear them laugh, and he turns around and he walks back, disappears back the way he came.
Okay. So they're going to be missed then if we take them out. We can't just take them out. We'd have to. I'm thinking this to myself. We'd have to take them out and then just carry on straight through. There's no waiting around. I'm gonna make my way back to the rest of the group.
Right.
I'll let them know it's me. Quiet whisper of silver coming in. I explained to them what I've seen about suicide bomber, and obviously we're gonna need to take these guys out and then just carry on straight in. I don't think we can sort of hang around or wait around. And I don't think there's a case of we can take these out sneakily and then leave it for a bit. I think the best thing would be for me and Thomas to get fairly close, as close as we can without getting in the
I'll leave this marker for you, so you know how far you can, how close you can get.
I think we can all of us can get as close as us.
Yeah, but
because if they're human, they won't be able to see beyond that.
I'm worried about the noise that they're going to make.
Well, we all just try and go stealthily, don't we?
Yeah.
Anybody who can't go stealthily maybe stays behind. But then again, anybody that can in this game, you can still mess up, can't you? So
yeah. So much as I could still make it even if I'm on disadvantage.
You go back home.
I have an idea. When we kill them, we prop their bodies up and make them look like they're still standing.
You just didn't hear what I said.
I actually was away.
Okay, so basically what happened about 2 minutes ago before I come back to the party is someone came down from the other end of the canyon and started speaking to the guards and then went back up. So they're not left there forever.
Once we're over there, we have to continue anyway because it's all light over there, so they're going to see us. So we're not going to kill them and then just wait another day. We're just going to get on with it.
Yes.
Let's do it then. Come on.
Let's go. Right. You need me to move quietly.
The stealth guys to get ahead.
I'm going to be as stealthily as possible, mate. Back up.
Yeah, if me and Thomas go up ahead first, give us a little bit of time just to get up. We'll get back to where we were, and then if they look like I'll take the one on the left. I'll go for the one on the left. You go for the one on the right. If they look like they hear
me coming,
I think we've all got to hit them.
Yeah.
No, they will. But that's the case of it goes wrong.
What I'm saying is, if me and you try and sneak up first, because we've got more chance of getting up there back to where we were without being
heard.
And then if the rest of them come up, as they're coming up, we can at least keep an eye on them. If they look like if they react to anything or we hear, they look like they're going to react to something that's coming up, they hear something, at least we and you have got a chance of doing something.
Attack.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's better than nothing, isn't it?
Sure.
Arrow with advantage might be enough to kill it.
Yeah.
They're too far away to be marked by any kind of, so it's just going to be base damage.
No, but we've got our dread ambushers as well, mate. We should have. We'll have 2 attacks on them at least. It might not be enough, and we might miss. It's dark. It's not a perfect shooting gallery at all.
We'll be fine.
But
it just wants to be ready in case it all goes wrong. We'll be fine.
So, if we go up, we'll draw a line in the dirt, so to speak, so the guys will know. I mean, they'll be able to see hopefully before they get spotted, and then we can just attack.
You can see. There's no need. I wouldn't go up drawing lines in the dirt. You'll definitely be spotted, mate. But You can see where the bright light is and where the dim light ends
Nah.
and where darkness is, mate.
I'm used to being a target, so I know how to spot them in the light.
So it's, yeah, so then it's just a case of we wait until someone attacks from the party and then we can attack, or if they look like they're going to move, then we'll have to, if they look like they're reacting, then we'll
You
have
initiate.
to attack then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Soylent can Eldritch Blast one each.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
I've got javelins.
So whoever's got ranged weapons, just get ready with them.
Yeah.
And then,
A grumble as I take out the javelin.
I got my.
But it's
It's been a lot of grumbling from Jesus for a while. Grumpy old git.
Oh, yeah.
So shall we do that then?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. In the tower, please. I want. I'll tell you what. I'll keep. Con's and Dave's rolls, but the rest of you, please. I want stealth rolls dropped in the tower. Ian, this time it is to do with noise.
Yeah.
Mate.
Should be on already. It should be already on disadvantage. So let's see if it's not. There we are.
Oh,
Clang, 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 clang.
You're not hanging
Sorry, have I given it away?
Someone's rolled very badly.
Stealthy,
Oh, I might have made it. I've got. Why is it saying
that,
2?
if you rolled last and Div's giggle was against you, no, you didn't.
Right,
but I rolled at the same time as well, so it could be me.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, Dave and Con, who can see themselves on the map already, if you want to put yourself in the positions on the squares you want to start at, please. Let's begin with that. Hang on, Con. That might.
They're already blowing whistles.
Yeah, that's all right. Cool.
45.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I've got my javelin ready as well.
Yeah, you're both. Oh, you're both fine there. You happy with that, you two? Right, now hang on.
And then the elephants come in.
That's the clowns.
Although actually, Dave,
what's up, Con?
Have I got clear sight to Hurricane 2?
Have you got what? Sorry, mate.
Clear sight to Hurricane 2, or am I standing that these boulders are going to be in the way?
You can see him, mate.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's fine. That's no problem. That's no problem. Right, Stu. If you want to put yourself in position, please.
All right. So Angel had said to me that we were going to take one out each. So
just know which one was which.
No, I move. I can't see Silver, can I? So I just point that I'm going to.
No, you can't. You
I'm
can't
just
put any sort of reference.
No,
as to
okay.
where...
I just say to. I just point to. I point to the one across. I point to the Hurricane 1, and I point to myself, and I move over to this side. So that's it. So I'm not referencing Silver, but I'm just doing what Angel said to me to do.
Right.
Is that a fence there? Can I get on this? Can I get on this side, kind of thing?
It is like a little fence. Yes.
All right. Well, yeah,
you're still in darkness there, mate.
I'm still in. I just hunkered down in the grass, and I'm just looking.
Right, Phil. Do you want to put yourself wherever you wish to be, please?
Dave, if I hear anything coming from behind, I'm listening out. Then we should start. We attack. Do you think I hear some bumbling idiot falling over, smashing, making a lot of noise?
Yeah, I suspect that's the case. Hardy's brought his tin can collection with him.
We're assuming it was me.
Chris, do you want to put Cara in a position of your liking?
Yes. We should let the stealth boys do the stealth stuff.
Right, Phil, what are you doing?
Sorry.
What the fuck are you doing, mate?
Falling down the chasm.
He's fallen down.
You happy? You happy being there, Phil? Because you're really,
Oh, okay. Okay.
you're really close, mate. Yeah, all right, that's fine. And Cara, you happy there?
Yeah.
Right. Let's put this.
Stay away from me, Hardy. Keep coming up with you.
It's Hardy or Jesus or
I
Blades.
ain't got this advantage.
Just let the stealth boys do their thing, man.
Right.
Yeah, I'm staying where I am.
Right. Con, I know you were listening out, and everyone seems to be moving up really well. But I know you want to do. As soon as I hear fucking noise from behind me, I'm just gonna launch into it. Unfortunately, mate, it all looked like everyone was getting up into position. It was going really, really well, and then all of a sudden you hear someone trip and fall and there's a clanging, big clanging noise. Someone,
Does it sound like lots and lots of torches bashing together?
As someone trips and fucking smashes into some nearby rocks before regaining their feet.
Oh, we're assuming it's Hardy, but it's
Dread ambush, mate.
Right, just 1 second. You sort of look round and glare. You can see Ian picking himself up off the floor.
And it was Hardy.
Right.
Was it a special one or something?
Looking across, you see the two guys at the bridge immediately just perk up, and we roll initiative, please.
Oh, yes.
Blimey, who's that?
Oh, huzzah!
Oh, here we go.
Waiting for that.
Fucking hell.
Super slow.
There you go. Where's my one?
No, Ian's going to roll really high for initiative. He caused it all.
Just
rushes in.
I was meant to be last.
My God, there's dreadful. Well, they're kind of like
it's normal.
Silver and Thomas have done one.
Right. Okay. Gentlemen, people said they needed to leave by 4. Is that the case?
Yeah.
You do, yeah. All right. Okay. We're gonna leave it there positioned, right? So I'll just let you know what's happened. Basically, you've all pretty done very well, like getting yourself into position. And unfortunately, I know you would try to listen out, Con, all that, but Ian rolled a 1 on his. Ian really fucked it up.
I don't know why we didn't just. I thought we was just going to let them two get into position and shoot, and then we come in afterwards. That was too much effort.
They didn't want to. The thing is, they didn't want to all along. They wanted us there to back it all up. So,
right,
Silver
and Thomas. Okay, as you hear the clattering noise, actually, right, Silver's up first, and then it's going to be Thomas. They're basically the quickest. You reckon that you see the two on the other side of the bridge? They begin to stiffen. They begin to turn. But you reckon you got the drop on them. All right. Okay. And we're.
Why don't we let them two have their goes then?
No. I'm not stopping the game in the middle of halfway through a round of initiative. But you two do reckon you've got, even as you've had to react to Ian's noise, you quickly spin back round. You see a couple of these blokes. They're beginning to turn, but you reckon you've got the drop on them. You're so quick.